Good day, everybody. Good day. Hello, everybody. How you guys doing? Hi, Bunk. How you doing? The Bunk United in the chat, and everybody else in the world. How you guys doing? Welcome in. Gotta go big lurk mode. No worries, Bunk. Have a nice day. I know that it is like the middle of the week, so it is totally understandable. But yeah, have a nice lurk, and thank you so much for hanging around. But yeah, welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Let me go to the big screen. How you guys doing? Welcome in. My hair is not cooperating today, but you guys know how it is. But yeah, welcome in. I hope that everybody's having a lovely day. I'm actually like having a nice Wednesday because I technically got a day of work, so I'm gonna try at least to stream a little bit more than usual, because if I don't have work today, it means that I can play a game to my heart's content, as people would often say. So that's basically the news today. I have like the whole day off, so I will definitely try to stream as much as possible. Mostly because I do want to get through this game. I don't want to do like a million streams of it, even though I do enjoy the game. But I do what I gotta do. But yeah, welcome in, everybody. Let me angle my microphone a little bit better so you guys can actually hear me a little bit better. Although some people may say that the worst thing would be that you guys can hear me, but you know what I mean. Let me move my chat a little bit. I completely forgot that I needed to move my chat last time. Well, not so much move it, but more than anything, I guess just having it there. How do I do this again? Was it this one? No, it was definitely not that one. I guess I gotta do this one. I gotta move it like so, because otherwise it won't really behave itself. I guess that's the best compromise that we can have. This song really goes hard. There we go. For a little bit more of a chill one. But yeah, today is a really nice day because one, nothing wrong with me. Two, nothing wrong with me. No, because I don't really have work today. Well, I punched the microphone. I really don't have work today, so that only means that I can stream to my heart's content. And you guys know how that goes. You guys know what that means. It means that I probably will stream just as normal, but it all depends on how smooth the stream goes. If I actually get stuck for a million years on the same level or enemy or whatever, yeah, I'm definitely just gonna be yeah, I guess I'm just gonna do a normal stream. But I'm gonna try and do a longer stream today, mostly because of that, and I'll try and see what I can do. But other than that, I'm having a really nice day. I'm having a nice Wednesday, and everything in between. I gotta turn off the Bluetooth on my phone, because it do be like that. Anything. I'm hearing my cat playing with a little bit of a. Well, I guess it's not an aluminum sheet. It is something made of aluminum, so every time he pounces on the thing, it is one of those things that often are located in one of those cheap stands. The ones that I guess crisps would be the disambiguation, and one of those things that stores put their crisps on, so that you can just go and grab them. And I don't know. We have one of those, and whenever the cat actually pounces on them, it does sound not so strenuous. I guess it doesn't sound that loud, so to speak. But whenever he does pounce on that aluminum sheet, it does sound. So it's a nice reminder that I do have a cat now, and man, I love cats. I love dogs. I love cats. I love every household animal that you can have. Although I haven't had the pleasure to have every household, you know, animal that you can have. For example, I have not had. Well, actually, I did have rabbits like once, but only once. I have like a little puppy rabbit, and then I also had chickens. I had some chicks, some little baby chicks. You know, the ones that are supposed to be not living long enough because they were like, you know, colored. I don't know if this is something that, you know, also exists in every part of the world, but here in Mexico you can get little chicks that are, you know, that are of different colors, and I don't know if they're like genetically, like, you know, modified or whatever, or if they actually just dip them in colorant. But yeah, in Mexico you can buy chicks that are of different like colors. You can buy like little green ones, you can buy like blue ones, you can buy like pink ones. But then again, I don't think they're supposed to be that color. Obviously, it's not natural, like but you know, they're infamous for not living long enough. So that's definitely something, you know, so to speak. But I did have one of those, and I remember that I did get sad when that chick died, because I was like, oh, why did it have to die so soon? But yeah, if you think about it, a chick that is like, you know, green or pink colored, I don't think that's supposed to be living long, you know, long at all. But I do remember that I did have those chicks. I did have a rabbit, and what else did I have? I obviously had cats. I don't know if it could be considered household, but at one point I had a little, what is it called? What are those birds that have like the big fluffy tails that are like multicolored, you know, and they flare up like that. I honestly forgot the name of it in English. Let me get a peacock. Yeah, at one point I did have a peacock as a mascot. Well, as a pet. There we go. At one point I did have a peacock as a pet, and I feel like that's the most wild animal that I ever had as a pet. Granted, we didn't get it. It technically came to us, and we didn't know, you know, what to do with it. So we ended up just calling a local zoo. And I don't know. Will I ever try, you know, having a peacock as a pet? I don't know. But, you know, I guess, you know, life works in mysterious ways, as people often say. But yeah, I guess that's the most exotic pet that I ever had before. A peacock. There we go. What a story to tell my grandchildren. But yeah, other than that, I don't remember having like any other exotic pets. I have had fish, by the way. Yeah, sure enough, I have had fish. I have had dogs, cats, rabbits, chicks, a peacock at one point. Yeah, sure. And other than that, I haven't had anything else that is like exotic, you know. Nothing illegal, obviously, so I'm glad that I haven't had, you know, that we didn't have any trouble with the peacock. But yeah, those are my pets throughout my life. Oh, at one point I did have a parrot, although technically speaking it wasn't mine, it was my mom's. So I guess that's that. So maybe one day I will get a parrot again. I don't know. I feel like it could be fun to have a parrot. I don't know if it counts as pets, but sometimes crows land on our backyard, and they don't really do much other than just eat from the dog's food. They just get a little bit of a feeling from that, and that's about it. They don't really cause any harm. They don't fight with the dogs, and the dogs don't fight with them. They kind of hang out quite nicely, actually. So that's pretty good. So there we go. If you guys hear me a little bit raspy today, yeah, I feel like I'm coming down with the sickness. My cat is on top of my. Oh, there we go. He's now out. He is now down from the table. There we go. I feel like he has learned that he cannot stay long on top of the table, because otherwise he gets not yelled at, but my mom does. Let me move a little bit over here. My mom does talk a little bit like loud to him if he stays too long on the table, because he's not supposed to be on the table. But I don't feel like he means any. Obviously, he's a little baby. He doesn't mean any harm. But I don't know. I don't like well, not lashing out, but like giving out correctives so that the cat can learn. But apparently that's something that happens. But I'm not partidarian of. Is that even a word? I'm no partidarian of physical discipline, I guess, when it comes to cats and dogs, or even when it comes to children. I'm not into the idea of just being like and then even though that does leave an impression, but I'm not partidarian of that. I'm not partisan of that on a physical discipline. So I only tell my cat, hey yo, get out of there. And sometimes, just sometimes, he goes like, uh-oh, I better get out of here. Because I do be like that. And yeah, that's basically about it. That's all the pets that I've had throughout my life, Cats, dogs, rabbits, chicks, fish, and peacock. Just one singular peacock. That one time. Also, I have my kefir right here. This is my mom's tumbler. I do have one, but it is a little coffee mug tumbler. So maybe one day I will get one. Maybe I should put one on my wish list. Maybe that could be a cool thing to have. Let me get a sip of this kefir banana milkshake. Even though I still have mouthwash on my, on my mouth or in my mouth, I still feel the sweetness of the banana and the acidity. Well, not so much acidity, but I don't really know how to describe it. It is not so much that kefir is acidic, but it feels acidic. But it isn't acidic. It's supposed to be good for your own gut, and that is the truth. Yeah, people with gastritis can actually like drink kefir, so that is a really good. Hold on, let me do something. Oh yeah, my mom is texting me. There we go. Let me send an okay. There we go. So there we go. But yeah, today we're gonna be playing some more Parasite Eve 2. So it's really gonna be really good. I've been looking forward to this level because I feel like the most memorable places of Parasite Eve 2 are the town, the mines, and the laboratory. And something funny about Parasite Eve 2 is that at some point you will take like unavoidable damage. I believe that's like near the end of the game. So I've never actually like experimented to see exactly what happens if you don't have like, if you have like 1 HP and then you take that unavoidable damage. Maybe they did account for it and they don't really like take any any health away. I don't really know it. So I guess we're gonna find out someday. Maybe someday I can make that experiment just to see if you can actually like take that unavoidable damage and then still be alive if you have like 1 HP. But also yeah, if you guys hear me a little bit raspy, I do feel like I'm coming down with the sickness. Getting down with the sickness, and I do feel a little bit of a little bit of an inflammation coming down. But I don't know. Let's see what happens. But yeah, let me go into the game and finally start everything and everything. So here we go. Let me close Spotify because I don't want to listen to anything else at the moment. So here we go. Parasito Ipo 2. Here we go. We have them red achievements. I kind of forgot to enable the what is it called? The on-screen messages or whatever. So I wasn't aware if I was getting some rich achievements or not. So I'm glad that now I'm indeed getting them. I gotta trust that we have audio, hopefully, because if not, then it's gonna be really bad. Let me double take that and see if we actually have you know audio.com. This is not my save. This is not my last save. I remember that I saved before. Well, actually, no, after the fact. So I don't really know if there's anything else that I need to do. Over there. I was just saying hi to my uncle. It is funny to see that even though my cat doesn't really trust people, obviously because they are cats, like right out of the bat. Did I really not? Oh wait, hold on. I see what my error was. Hold on. Yeah, I gotta load disk 2. So here we go. Parasite or Evo. Where is it? Disk 2. Here we go. I need to see if I can compile the new Swan Station thingy that somebody was working on. That is supposed to be like a continuation of the Swan Station. The Swan Station core on RetroWatch. Somebody was updating that core so that it is on par with the standalone. Oh wait, hold on. This is not even the game. Wow, do I really need that second surgery that bad? Load content, yes. But yeah, somebody was updating the Swan Station core so that it is on par with the Dock Station standalone release, and I feel like that's really cool. So maybe someday, but I feel like you need to compile it yourself. Maybe, I don't really know it, but if that's the case, then that should be alright. Shouldn't be that big of a biggie. So before we go on, yeah, let me see if we actually have audio with the game. And the answer is yes. Hell yeah. So let us keep on going, as people often say. There we go. Okay, now, there we go. We are at the refuge. The refuge, yeah, and we're gonna be a refugee. It's interesting how, in English, as a non-native English speaker, I do feel like, the fact that something is something of something it's a G, you gotta be a G, a refugee, an employee, a inventory, man. But yeah, as far as I remember, we were trying to get something going on. I did turn on the gate 1 and 2 thingies, so maybe that only means that I gotta get that going on. It was brought here recently, but what is it this that you're so much speaking of? I wonder what it could be. So let's see. I do have some Parasite energy that I could do. I don't know if I wanna just straight up, level up anything. Maybe eventually I do gotta level up my necrosis, because I feel like that, that comes really much in handy when it comes, to bosses. But should I strengthen off and my necrosis or my healing? I kind of want. It is one of those things that you gotta think, in retrospective, or not think about it at all. You can just just go at it however you want to. But here we go, cutscene time. It is really dark. Madigan? Answer. Maybe he went a different way. Madigan, are you there? Madigan? What is that red light? Oh, that doesn't sound nice. Here you go, Ooh. I was just about to say, ow. Do I have my grenade gun? Got him. Bizarre chaser. He actually like didn't hold on that much. Well, maybe I did need to like fire him a little bit and then, you know. Din, 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 din. That thing is decomposing. Wait, this is Kyle's. Oh, my inventory is full. God damn it. I got a jumper plug. Wait, does that mean that I don't get the gun anyway? Wow, that guy reminds me of the crow that goes. Yeah, I have my grenade pistols. Wait, do I not have enough or any more grenades? Oh, that's gonna be really bad. Oh, where could it be? Oh, there it is. Oh, am I poisoned? Let me get my metabolism going on. Ah, there we go. Also, let me heal because I don't wanna not get that gun. Although I don't even know if that gun is any better than the one that I have. Not angle. Amazing, eh? Good job, Aya. Good job. Ow. Maybe we should have shot at them, eh? You know? Take that society, eh? And get necrosis. Ow. Got him. And then and only then. Oh, this guy's actually like fucking a bunch. Did that actually not get him? And that sucks. I forget how you can reload in this game. That guy really went. I often forget which is the button to. Let me heal a little. Which is the button to aim, and I ended up just shooting just because, you know. Ow. Got him. Oh, that's actually like pretty good, eh? Let me see if I can get him this way. That's not the one that I wanted to actually like get. Why are my things, you know, moving places? Well, who am I to judge? Ow. I was trying to get the guy. Ow. Well, I guess that's a bad idea anyway. Oh, and also my cat is here. Hello, kitty cat. He's here to give me a little bit of support. Hi, Monk. How you doing? Welcome in. Check this out. Check this out. Check this out. Check this little baby out. Check him out. Gimpy. Hello, how you doing? Look at this Gimpy. I love him so much. How you doing, Blackwing Monk? How you doing? Hope that you're having a lovely, lovely Wednesday, because it is a really nice Wednesday. Because I have a little kitty cat right here. Ain't that right, little kitty cat? His name is Felix, by the way. Oh, the little baby. But yeah, welcome in, Monk. How you doing? I'm trying to fight for my life, and I'm kind of debating if I should actually keep on going with this fight, because I kind of missed out on some on some loot that I couldn't grab because I had my inventory full. So I don't know if it is a good idea or a bad idea to keep on going in life. Ow. Also, I'm getting munched and crunched. There we go. So it may not be as good as of an idea. But I'm still gonna truck on just to see how hard this boss actually is. Oh, where did it go? And what place is it coming from? I cannot wonder. Got him. It's actually moving quite faster now. I was gonna say I don't think this was a good idea. Ow. I also find it funny that this guy basically sounds like the crow that goes whenever that guy is like, you know, yawning. Got him. Bad idea. There we go. Zombie blizzard chaser. Also, my cat is kind of looking at the screen and seeing, you know, everything that's going on, and he's like, "What are you doing, Kyle?" He was sort of a jerk, but still, I kind of. Ain't that right, little kitty? The cat just meowed at me, and he was like, "Meow." But yeah. Nice to see you all, everyone. Nice to see you all here. I got something. I don't even know what I got. Key items? No. Did I get the handgun of this guy? Send me out a handgun. Let's see. Let me move it so that I can, you know, get this thing. Pump action shotgun. Is it any better than the one that I have? It has less range and it has more weight. I don't even know if this is gonna be any good for it. But it has a flashlight. I don't have the correct ammunition. None. So I guess it's gonna come in handy for whenever I do anything. But I don't know. Let me see if I can. I got a bottle in there. I feel like I missed out on some good loot, but I don't know. Maybe that was just my imagination. I mean, it did say that my inventory was full. I kind of wanna. What's up, little kitty cat? He's trying to tell me, yo, why are you talking so much? I'm just talking, little baby. Oh, he's wiggling. He's wiggling. He's falling asleep. He's falling asleep to the sounds of my voice. Yeah, I've technically felt that I missed out on some stuff. Protein capsule. Max HP. +5. Do I even need a bottle? I don't even know. It did something. Ain't that right, baby? Oh, he's now protesting whenever I don't. There you go. He's not protesting whenever I don't actually, like, you know, pat him. Ain't that amazing? So, aerial burst grenade. I don't really use that one, but sure enough. So let me move this here. It's bound to be good. Also, I oughta buy more grenades, although I don't feel like, more than feeling, I don't think I can buy more. But, you know, who knows? Let me load and then let me exchange it. I don't know if I'm gonna be using Kyle's gun. I'm gonna use this one just in case. Even though the other gun has like a flashlight, I don't know. I don't really feel like using it. But maybe I'm missing out. Vinyl plug. What is this thing? Filled with liquid. It actually, like, you know, fills me HP bar. It fills me HP bar, matey. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just trying to cope with the fact that I don't have any good English. Eh? But you know what I mean. Eh? It's big, 1600 cc or larger. Hey, a leather side holster with a bottle cap design. Wait, I'm sure I've seen this. Aha, the sword that big guy had would fit this perfectly. This has got to be his. I should look for clues. There's an extra switch next to the ignition. Looks like a remote control switch. It says a gate too. Yeah, press the switch, Grunk. Nothing happened. Did it really not? This power line has been severed. There's a mine shaft above. That must be where the creatures came in. Nothing unusual here. It would really be cool if there was any PE energy thingy. PE energy. Wow. PE energy. A PE thing that would allow me to see, you know, in the dark. Nothing unusual here. So the guy already... Any spark. That strong smell, it must be filled with gasoline. Any spark would set this off. I don't know if I should shoot it, but... I don't even think I can shoot it anyway. Yeah, it is just straight up not letting me just shoot it. Press the switch, Grunk. Okay, here comes the part in which I don't remember where to go. Eh? So let me check the map. There we go. Did you guys know that for the longest time I didn't know that this game had a map? It is true, eh? And it is really funky. What was that noise? Uh-oh, eh? Let me get my shotgun. My shotgun. On point. Exchange, eh? Do you enjoy Parasite even, Ayabrea? Hell yeah. You guys know how much I love my survival horror games. Especially this type of game, because even though it is different from what the formula was of the first one, it is not that different. Like, it's still Ayabrea, and it's still like, you know, Parasite energy and whatever. But yeah, I'm indeed enjoying, you know, the game. But I guess, you know, by extension, Ayabrea as well. Eh? Although that is a funky way to go on about it. Eh? Ah, whoa, eh? But you're not wrong, eh? Also, my cat is gnawing on my... Gnawing? Is that the right word? He's trying to bite my controller because it looks really much like a plaything. To be fair, this is how my controller looks like. By the way, this is the 8-bit Doe Ultimate Mini. It's really cool. Yeah, now it works. Yeah, it's trying to eat my controller, and I can see why. Because it has lights and it has like cool rubber pads and everything. BRB, no worries. Have a nice BRB. And my cat is trying to see what I'm trying to do on the PC. Ain't that right, little kitty? Somebody's coming in on the stream, and you know they're gonna catch me going like, you know, hey, hello kitty, how you doing, kitty? And you know they're gonna be like, you know, are they talking to me? Eh? But here we go. Now that I have the jumper plug, let me see what else I can do. Here we go. No use for this now, you say. The game's lab is out. The short must have triggered an automatic safety shutdown. That's odd. The warning map is different from before. So I jumper just straight up, you know, disappear, eh? I don't know. Let's see how the situation is right now. So there is a thing going on right now. No, I don't want to use this. There we go. Examine. These glowing lines remind me of the 80s computer games. They must represent power lines. Can I not move them? A plug is inserted here. It won't come out while the power is on. Main power, the light is flashing, it appears to be on. Can I not turn it on? Yeah, raise the lever. There we go. Okay, here we go. Yeah, let me pick it up. I'll probably move this here. A plug would fit nicely in this place. There we go. Now let's see how it goes. Oh, it barely moved. So they don't need to, you know, meet each other. I see. So let's see. I'm gonna move everything little by little just to see if it actually like works. So here we go. I don't want to examine. I want to put an item. I don't want to put an item. I want to examine it, right? Here we go. Wow. I hear the faint sound of a motor outside the gate. Oh, here we go. Also, let me get them free hanging bullets. Should I save? Yes. Let me save. Thanks for the report. Inform me of any developments. It is nice that you don't get to use an item, you know, just to save. Although I know that sounds very sacrilegious of me to say that, but you know, I don't feel like it fits, you know, I guess the aesthetic of Parasite Eve to do that. So there's a telephone over there, 56709. So that's a gorge, the tunnel. I don't remember there being anything below. So at least there's that. So I'm just gonna truck forward. Let's see if I can find both the second gate and the first gate. I don't see any enemies, so that is a win on my book. Let's see. Yeah, this exit should be over here. Now that's a fire, eh? Wow, eh? It's probably lit on the other side. Wow, eh? My voice just cracked. There we go, eh? What is this place? Filled with so many wonders, eh? What is this place filled with so many wonders? Man, I remember that song, eh? DC 170k. 171, well, 17k. Hello. I haven't never used energy shot. Oh wait, energy shot actually is for me. It makes things ow, way more efficient. Should I use plasma or antibody? Let me do pyrokinesis. And this thing. Ah, whoa. Oh, I see. But why did it? Ow. It's not feeling any better, eh? So let me heal a little bit. So tired, eh? Ow. Well, there I go, eh? Man, that thing that actually, like, you know, it doesn't really, like, petrify you, or it doesn't even, like, paralyze you, but it is very inconvenient, I gotta say. It is a nice thing that I did save. Also, my cat just fell asleep on my leg, eh? And my leg is in a very unnatural position right now, eh? So let me try and see what I can do, eh? But it just fell asleep on my leg. My leg. There we go. Let me move my imagery so that I don't get to semi-auto split silencer. No, let me move that thing. So I do have my grenades and my box shots. Let me see if I can have my anything else over here. Air burst. I feel like that could come in handy. So let me move that. There we go. An applicable weapon. What do you mean no applicable weapon? What happened to my grenade? There we go. And now and only then, we load it. There we go. That should work, hopefully. But yeah, energy shot comes in handy whenever you are actually like surrounded. So that way you can, you know, pack a punch, as people would often say. And thus we go on. In daytime I go on. That's a very interesting shaped door. Can I look like an arrow? What is this place? My cat is gonna fall down. Careful, little baby. Oh, there we go. I wonder what else I'm gonna find. I guess if anything, it would be a good idea to equip my grenade pistol with an airburst, because that thing is actually like on the ceiling. So you know how it goes. Ow. And then and only then I do this. Well, that thing is actually resisting quite well. What's up, little baby? Just get comfy, baby. I'm gonna try to get my cat to stay comfy while I play. What's up with plasma? It did something, but I don't know what it did. Right? Ow. Well, that is pretty bad, not gonna lie. Let me use my regular grenade. I'm glad that the protein capsule actually like works automatically. There we go. Who knew that guy was, you know, not up to the task? Item obtained. I got some experience, so that only means that I can a belt pouch. Yeah, let me get them all. What about this belt pouch? Get it. A large belt pack increases number of armor items. I don't know if I should have used all of them on this one, because I don't know if I'm gonna keep it. But I really hope that the items are gonna be like transpirable? No. Transatlanticable, eh? Oh, the Spartan. I haven't really used this one, so hold on. To get it. Let me use the Parabellum ones. But I want to use this ones instead. Fascinating how there's different types of 9mm, you know, bullets. Not all bullets are the same. I should use my grenade gun sparingly, because, you know, if I don't, I'm definitely gonna be regretting it. Ain't that right, little kid? I feel like my cat has actually, like, you know, warmed up to me enough for him to be like, hey, yo, I want pets. I want you want love, little kitty. You want love. That's what you want. Let me see if he actually, you know, gets comfy by himself. He's in a good position to just fall asleep. So I'm gonna pet him until he does go to sleep. Also, where's my grenade gun? Where's my grenade gun and gun? Exchange. Yeah, let me exchange it for my grenade gun. My grenade. A pistol. There we go. Much more easier. Should I... Let me see. Energy. How much do I need? I only need like 3k. Yo, 3060 like my GPU. That's really cool. Let's see. Antibody seems to be nice. Energy shot, kinetic energy, and penetration. I feel like that's the next one that I'm gonna be, you know, updating it or upgrading or whatever. Necrosis maybe not so much. Knocks down targets with a small blast wave. It doesn't really work that well at all. No, little kitty, don't go on top of the disc. Metabolism is already at max. Strength max level. I do want to strengthen healing. And then pyrokinesis. You know, one thing at a time. One thing at a time. What gun do I have, by the way? I have the automatic one. Which should be alright for the next couple of like bosses. At least that's what I feel. Nothing really much else. It opens up down there. Everything looks man-made. A faint warm breeze exhausts from below. Far below, paths crisscross like a spider's web. The structure is enormous. The structure is enormous. That's what she said. Alrighty then, let's go down and see what we can find. Yeah, let's go down. Hopefully I'm not gonna die a miserable death or whatever. So, let's see. According to the map, there's no map. Wow, eh? It is locked. One aspect that I do love about this game is the fact that there is multiple flavor text. Like you can examine things and you can probably, you know, get like 3 different lines of text. This must be an elevator. This must be an elevator. It stopped. Well, sometimes. There's a simple bench here. There's an ashtray. This must be a smoking area. A smoking area. Nothing of interest here. Not even a person of interest. Oh, this one's not locked. It's pretty good. Oh, I hear the little guys over here. I heard something. Oh, that's not good. I see that the thing is trying to kill. Uh-oh. Ow. Ow. I didn't know that those things could have, you know, shoot me all the way through there. Eh? And I don't even know if those are supposed to be actual lasers or just, you know, micro bullets or whatever. The micro bullet. Eh? That kind of sounded like the magic bullet or whatever. Did you guys ever have one of those, like the magic bullet? I know that they're not technically a scam. Well, actually, they may not be. They may be actually like legit. But I've never had a magic bullet or something like that, like a food processor. We've only had like big blenders, like the Ninja one. The Ninja one is actually like pretty legit. Ain't that right, little kitty? The cat is sniffing my mouse pad. That's really funny. Ain't that right, little kitty? Storeroom. Let's see what the storeroom actually like has. Death and destruction. That's what it has. Let me see by a miracle of life. Isn't that amazing? Maybe I should have actually like used the energy shot thingy so that I don't get to waste a ton of bullets. You know, it'd be what it'd be. Also, speaking about it being what it being, I still need more HP, more XP. This refrigerator is locked. What about this one? Looks like a refrigerator. It's overflowing with food. This stench, something in there is pretty far gone. A fridge overflowing with rotten food. Goddamn. There's some lab equipment here. A row of reagents? I don't know. The labels are all Greek to me. Laboratory equipment. All Greek to me. Now that is a saying and a half. Beverages. There's a carrying case for drink cans and bottles. Nothing of interest here. Nothing good, nothing of interesting here. Someone left some ammunition here. Hell yeah. Well, I mean, it looks like I can keep on going and going with it. Combustibles? I don't know. A storage place for food stuff. Lots of processed food in can. Nothing of interest here. I do know that I do have some extra stuff on my... Some extra space on my pouch. I don't really need the air bursts anyway. So let me change it to something else. Yeah, let me sort it out. I guess if anything I can always... Are my grenades not in my thingy? I need to change that for the better. There we go. And now we go on. In daytime we go on. I sometimes forget that I do run automatically. There's an empty petri dish. There's empty petri dishes inside. Nothing of interest. Let's see. According to the map, only Link can conquer each. Must conquer each, or whatever. Strap ladder. Step ladder. Looks like you can reach the upper shelf of this. Nothing of that worth the trouble. Clothing, clothes in a large wooden box. There are sized from child to adult, it seems. They're all the same color. They must be shelter supplies. A starting lack of fashion sense. Medical supplies. These used to be medical storage. What are all these Regent bottles? I'm not really psyched to try them out and find myself. Wait, this one looks familiar. Ringer solution. What is this? What is a Ringer solution? Blood substitute restores HP and MP to max. I'm definitely gonna save that for later. Because I wasn't gonna regret it. This takes me here. I see. I'm gonna try and investigate the other one just to see if I can do anything. Okay, gotta go enjoy the stream. No worries, Black Wing Monk, there we go. Have a lovely rest of your day. Thanks so much for stopping by. Oh yeah. It won't open. I wonder if this is like a not like a roundabout, but like a, you know, a place to come. Well, I guess that technically counts as a roundabout. I don't even know. English is not my first native language. The enemy. So what's the deal with this thing? They use plasma. It seems like PE energy seems to be... Oh, actually, that straight up just kills them, man. Oh, that's pretty good. I miss me. Oof. Wasn't that exciting? Steam. I gotta use the steam. And onwards we go. Sleeping quarters. There's something really funny that I do remember Aya saying in one of her flavor texts. It is the fact that she somehow gets really, well, not happy, but she gets, like, you know, kind of like surprised, I guess, that there's a programmer who has like some dumbbells below his his bunk bed. And she's like, oh, a programmer who, you know, takes care of his body. That's kind of hot, you know? And I'm like, what? Energy shot. Here we go. Yeah, let me do that extra damage. Necrosis. All for naught. You know, we do what we gotta do. Ain't that right, little bit? Results. Okay, the baby is finally trying to cuddle with me, and I feel like that's really nice. That's a nice step. Okay, let's see what equipment we can actually like get from here. This locker looks quite sturdy. It's locked. This locker's too strong to break into. This locker doesn't have anything. There's a note here. This locker was Bowman's. These were his last words. There's nothing I need here. I live now for a higher plane. Here we go. Okay, the cat just straight up just decided to just, you know, put all of his weight on my leg there. Farewell to life's insatiable yearnings for joy, to death's love of lives. English. To fools who would be geniuses and fools who would be fools. Cheats ruled by base instincts. The sick ruled by baseless sensations. Your lives have no value, your deaths no meaning. Your existence is meaningless. Wanderings in mute darkness. I will rise, I will become myself. My inner voice will shape my being. Farewell, darkness. Farewell, Bowman. He was a good friend, I will miss him. His possessions are in this locker. Though with no handle, I doubt even Bowman could open it now. Whoever wrote this has some serious issues. Who wrote this? Who's Bowman? I wonder what he was trying to say. What in the world happened here? This locker has no handle, it will never open again. This locker's too strong for me to break in. This locker's too strong to break in. Maybe I can get the handle. Let's see. I kind of wonder what Bowman actually like had in his possessions. Let's see what else I can do. Oh, these are the showers. A shower. The water is off. A shower with no water. Cusco. The Cusco for trap. The trap for Cusco. Yeah, Cusco's trap. Shower with no water. A shower with no water. A shower with no water. Goddamn, goddamn. There's some detergent here. That and a basket. Nothing of interest here. I somehow feel like I'm getting near the end of the game, but that may not be true. There's a bunk bed here. Bunk? Mentioned it. Top Floyd, bottom Chandra. Top Floyd. This bed is made to perfection. Nothing on the bookshelf either. Maybe this bed was left open for a new recruit. Bottom Chandra. There's a shirt on the bed, some boots underneath. The bookshelf's full. Lots of technical manuals for wiring and air conditioners. Chandra must have been the local inspection and fix it, man. Interesting. This toilet looks very futuristic. A vacuum toilet. Great for water conservation. I kinda wish I could try one out. I don't know. Feels interesting. There's a bunk bed here. Top pool. Bottom Bowman. Top pool. There's a poster of a bearded man on the wall by this bed. I don't get these people. What were they trying to emulate? A bookshelf. Human internal evolution. Wait, this book. My Japanese friend Kei Maeda wrote this for his dissertation. His new theory of mitochondria. It was shut down by the academics. He sent me a copy once, but it never arrived. It's pretty high-level science. Time to read it now. There's a few other papers here, mostly organic chemistry, it seems. Bottom, Bowman. Yeah, I'm sure that, you know, what with the words that he wrote, he's definitely a bottom. This bed. What is that? There's some black stains covering the sheets. It's caked with the flakes of skin and frazzled body here. Doesn't look like a burn injury, I wonder. Am I inventing things, or does this bed smell like rotten fish? Top pool, bottom Bowman. Beds for resident technicians. There's nothing of interest here. There's a bunk bed here. Top a whitehead, bottom hunter. Top whitehead. Some family pictures on the wall. Nothing remarkable about this bed. What's on the bookshelf? The ancient art of small talk. Group psychology for morons. Mind control through fear. These are all pretty light readings. I wonder what this person did. A counselor? Nah. From the books he was reading, I'm not sure he was entirely with it. Bottom hunter. I don't think this bed is in use. This bed must have been used by technicians who stayed at night. That said, they do look well lived in. Beds for resident technicians, there's nothing of interest here. Oh, here we go. There's a bunk bed here. Top, Kaminsky. Bottom, Yoshida. Top, Kaminskaya. This is quite an elegant bed. All these photos, this must be family pictures. There are lots of Star Schlep pinups as well. Star Schlep? I don't even know what that is. The bookshelf is full of networking manuals and Star Schlep fan books. It looks like a network administrator that takes his family and his hobbies very seriously. Uh-oh. The family. The cat is falling down. There we go. Bottom, Yoshida. Wow, these sheets are so messy, even the wrinkles have wrinkles, eh? Lots of bodybuilding pinups on the wall by the bed. What's underneath, I wonder? Should have guessed. Weights and an app machine. The bed and bookshelves are covered with computer books and magazines. Not every programmer is so concerned with physical well-being. Very interesting, eh? This must be the staff beds. Nothing of interest here. I somehow remember. Well, I guess I was kind of projecting over there because I was kind of like, oh, I remember Aya being like, oh, a programmer that lives. That's kind of odd. But no, not really. Eh? Let's see what else we can find. A pile of network cables, and none seem to be working. Goddamn. The local area network must be down. These are some really big servers, by the way. A network terminal. It doesn't appear to be on. A non-functioning net terminal. Non-functioning. A bookshelf. Molecular biology, cellular psychology... No, physiology, sorry. Molecular organic chemistry. There's a whole lineup of specialized medical texts. The research here shares a lot with the MIST labs in Wilmington. Medical text. Well, nothing abusing here, it seems. I wish that we could have maybe gotten the handle for the locker, but not really. Let me get that necrosis going on. Oh. And then and only then I can only use the energy shot as well. Ooh, oh, poor guy. He's like, oh, it hurts. Got him. Oh, poor guy. Ow. Seems that thing only got my toe. But that's pretty okay, I guess. Let me reload just in case. I mean, I'm glad that it's not taking that much of my health. So that's pretty good. I somehow feel like I'm getting, near the end of the game. Like, I remember this being pretty late game. I mean, taking into account that I'm indeed on the second disc already. Maybe this game is not as long as, I remember it being. I kinda can see why some people do prefer the first one rather than the second one. But, it is a different experience, eh? Not necessarily a worse one, mind you. Can you actually open up the guy's, locker? I don't really know. Let me go back and get some more bullets. Because I need my bullets. I need more bullets, I need more bullets. So let me see what I can use over here. Sure, let me get my boost going on. Combat light, I don't really need that. Let me heal a little bit. Ah, there we go. Amazing stench. Where were the bullets, by the way? I am completely forgetting where those are. Maybe I already passed them. I've had that song stuck on my head for quite a while now. It is a funny song, I'm not gonna lie. But the funny part are the remixes that people do, you know, with that song. Of the Chinese lady just singing. She may not be Chinese, but you know, I don't really know any better. I don't really know if she is actually Chinese or not. That Asian woman, there we go. It's a funny song, you know, all things considered. Okay, now let's see. We have a ton of doors. Sterilization room. Oh, I can actually like enter it. Okay, let's go. Let's see what we can use. A large locker. Hazmat suits. This probably contains lab suits. Protected suit locker. Unfortunately, it's Loctite. There's a control panel here. This panel controls room entry and contacts the control room. The monitor is displaying something. System stop, lock released. Lab safety level acceptable, clear for entry. Looks like I can go through. A fire extinguisher, no need for this. But which door do I go in? Well, I mean, this is the in and that one is the out. Entering experimentation area. Contact control after a security and protected suit. I should be okay. I don't think the sterilization system is operative. I don't have time to waste worrying in any case. Famous last words. Intercom for protecting the control room. I shouldn't use it without knowing who's on the other side. Who's on the other side on the other end. Dust chute. Close. Do not use. Level 3 toxic. Well, let me save it. This phone admits will detect any wiretaps. It should be safe. I see. You think you found the shelter? Ah, the abandoned mine, right? Understood. Check it out. Even no leaf and turn. The concept of wiretapping is like fascinating to me. Like, how can you even do that, you know? And how can you even detect it? Sturdy looking box. Buckshot and grenade. Yeah, give me all of them. Give me all of your money. There we go. And this just lets me out. No exit during disinfection. Discard protective clothing inside. They're very thorough. At least they were before they shut down the system. Dust chute. Scout sterilization suits here. An intercom, I think. Caution, discard all suits and infected materials here. Like this, they have their thing going on, you know? They know what they were trying to do. Let's go in. Maybe something good may come out of this. Uh-oh. Oh, my blood. You could grill it up with the door. No way. It's dangerous in there. She's in there. She will let the damn door shut. Oh, goddamn. Just like in 100. Yeah, in a situation like this, what would you do? What even is that? I don't remember anything of this, you know? Oh, even my cat got like alerted. Such a little girl. What is she? Can I control again? There we go. We may be meeting her soon, actually. I do remember that she is pretty much nearby. I left going down. There's a lift here. Let me stay here just in case. What's this? This door seems unusually well reinforced. No good. It is locked. Should I go down? I feel like that would be a good idea, but also a bad idea. Let me investigate the other ones, just like the ones in my dream. It's too similar to be a coincidence. Let me see what I can find on the other rooms, because I do feel like, you know, going here is actually like the way to go. So let me do that real quick. And the cat is sleeping on my lap. I feel like we're definitely getting closer and closer. Underground parking. It is locked. What about here? E49. Armory. Hell yeah. Sign me in, buddy. Sign me in. Lockers for body armor. It's locked. It won't open. 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 It won't open, and it won't open. God damn. What about here? This device looks like the BP vending machine at Mist. The sensor reads the BP credit from your contact lenses. How? Welcome to the BP Armory. The monitor turned on. Did it sense my BP counter? It looks like I can really use it. What's going on here? Bizarre. It looks like it's running perfectly. I can use BP to buy equipment. A flare. It's possible self-defense weapon. Oh, interesting. I guess I can use more armor. Environmental NBC protection suit suitable for long-term wear. Neo Mitochondrial lab suit. Size suit includes remote NMC analyzer. Should I? A hammer. High voltage stun gun. Custom M4A1 attachment. I don't know if I want to buy that. Let me check which one is best, I guess. Golden armament regulations. Level 2 alarm A NMC, god damn it. All torch firearms prohibit. Level 1 arm intrusion escape. Stun grenade only. Noradrenaline secretion, yes. Emergency arm evasion. Limited firearm use. Mandatory. This is a list of precautions. Looks like they had difficulty controlling these golem things. Nothing of immediate importance, so she says. The monitor is turned off. Firearm and military clothing catalogs cover the desk. There's nothing I need here. Nothing of interest, she says. There's a card reader here. The slot is for a card key. A card key that I don't have. And I don't know if if I want to change my armor. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. I mean, if anything, I guess I could try. Control room. It'll only be a matter of, saving and then coming here and see if I can actually, like, get that thing done. How close are you? Necrosis, here I come. And that takes care of that. Ain't that right, little kitty? Here we go. I'm one step closer to upgrading my healing ability. I wonder what I can find over here. What a thick, heavy-looking door. It's pretty big too. It's locked. But if I remember correctly, don't we go like underwater like at one point? I don't remember. Necrosis. I wonder what this thing is vulnerable to as well. Ow. Alright, I was really hoping that that fixed my cataract. Haha, didn't get me. There we go. It seems that confuses me. Interesting. Again, one step closer. Yippee. Big yippee. What sort of facility is this? Man, I don't know. You tell me. Beyond the glass, large corpses hang in protective sheets. They're frozen. I can feel the cold through the glass. They look like that giant ape man I keep running into. The monitor below looks like a cardiograph. The label says Golem. Each has its own number. The graph isn't moving. This must be stored with corpses. Fascinating. A cold storage chamber for corpses. So everything was for naught, I see. The upper door is so high I need some kind of stand to reach. A large locker. Lionheart said stiff, so nothing that I can do about it. Maybe eventually we will be able to, you know, just come here and be like, hey, yo, fam, here I am. And then the guy's gonna be like, oh no, Billy. Right? You know what I mean. So if that's that, let me see if I can go to the exit. Unlock the door. So that just takes me down. I can go up. I don't know if I want that, to be honest. But what is it that I want? Do we even know? This is not my beautiful house. This is not my beautiful wife. This must be an elevator. It stopped. There's an ashtray. This must be a smoking area. Didn't I pass through here before? So he just takes me down on a roundabout kind of deal. Cause I'll be the roundabout. Hey. You guys know how that goes. It is just as I thought, yeah. It is just a big loop back. What worries me? Well, not so much worries me. Did I not open this up? It won't open. Silly Billy me didn't open it. So they just text me to the armory. Let me see if I can somehow find a way to actually like open that shortcut. Because having access to the infinite bullets like that would be lovely. And thus we go on. Speaking about armory, I don't know if I will ever wanna try and see if, you know, going to an firing range would be a good idea. I feel like anything could happen in there, so I don't know if I wanna, you know, tempt my fate. Let me go to the armory and then unlock that door, or just to see if I can unlock that door, you know. So according to the map, oh no, actually that requires me to have the key card. Well, if anything, let me just first and foremost, let me go save, and then let me see if the armor that I can buy actually is like of any good of an improvement. My cat is sleeping here. Let me go in and out again. I'm gonna save you some time. There we go. Backup, sorry, that's a no-go. Some NMCs from the tower showed up at the hotel. I can't send any backup. Gee, I wonder who took care of those NMCs. I mean, to be fair, the fact that you know, some more showed up. Although we kind of saw that they were showing up, you know, over there. So that is understandable. Okay, let's see. Now, let's go buy that new shiny armor. And hopefully not die. But this also means that I can now buy more grenades, which is always, you know, a welcome addition. The BP store. The BP store. Hopefully this size suit is gonna be way better. I guess I could buy this first and then the other one. Insufficient BP, yeah, I thought. So let's see. Oh, my cat is gonna fall down. Oh, my little baby. Here we go. Okay, so it is better, not per se. Environmental NBC protective suit, suitable for long-term wear. It has 3 less attachments. It has like 20 plus MP, but it takes away HP, so I guess armor doesn't really work the same as it would otherwise, you know, work in a normal RPG. Like, it doesn't give me more protection, it just, you know, either gives me more stuff or, you know, takes away some other stuff. But protection is not one of those. Ain't that right, little kitty? There we go. I don't know if you guys can hear my little kitty meow, but he sometimes meows, and it's really nice when he meows. It's a big meow meow. Let me try and see if I can, you know, bring some support to him, so that he can sleep. Thus, here we go. It is nice that the game does give you, you know, an option to either, you know, run automatically or run manually. Of course, I would choose, you know, run automatically. Let me check the size suits. And let's see, is it any better? Question mark. And the answer is technically yes, but no. It does have a ton of MP, like 50 MP. But my attachments though. Yeah, I feel like I can survive with this, you know. Let me get that back. If anything, let me just buy like 999 grenades and be like, you know, I'm unstoppable. I don't even remember the lyrics. But shout outs to Rihanna, you know. Shout outs to her for being so Rihanna. I don't even know if Rihanna has any has had any controversies, but hopefully no. You know, having 50 more MP doesn't. Maybe if I didn't just straight up, you know, use all of the attachments, you know, the pouches and whatever. Maybe I should have, you know, saved them for later. But you know, it'd be like that. Ammunition. Let me get the riot. It's a glaring flash and loud noise. Wait, I don't remember this thing being so expensive. Here we go. Box shots. I already have like 1 million. And I of course don't need this. Battery and fuel. No, I'm fine with this. When it comes to items though, recovery 2. Maybe I have one of those. There we go. That should be enough. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna buy another armor. I feel like, you know, I'm okay with the one that I have. It is pretty okay, all things considered, you know. Okay, let's go. Now we can go down and down and around and down, down and around. And that's the song that I had on my head stuck, and I couldn't even, like, you know, figure out, you know, the lyrics. We're going down, down in an earlier round, and sugar, we're going down swinging. For the longest time, I did not know what the guy was saying, because when he says in an earlier round, it kind of sounds like he's just saying, he's just going dee boo doo dee doo down like that. Going down, down, dee boo doo dee doo down, and sugar, we're going down singing. It just sounds really funny to me. I guess it is my fault for not being you know, for not being a native English speaker. That's just how the song goes for me, you know. Let's see what else we can do. What else can we do? This is a sturdy looking door. The enemy. Ow. Just let me take care of this thing, because otherwise it's gonna be either really bad or really wrong. Let me give you a little bit of necrosis. You need it. You look like you kinda need it, you know. Some pyrokinesis as well. Whoa. And thus we prevail. Now let me heal a little bit. Amazing. I definitely feel like I'm gonna be needing that that MP. Septic tank. Oh yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Let's just go there. Isn't that amazing, guy? My cat just fell asleep with his head going back. Hold on. Let me just take a picture of the little goober. There we go. There we go. I took a picture of the little goober. He just fell asleep with his head, you know, going back. Oh, now he's vaulting forward. Ooh, the little bit. He's just so sleepy. I mean, what else can he do, you know? He can play and do stuff and, you know, but, you know, he just decides to sleep. That doesn't look good. Let me see if I can do anything else other than, you know, not die. We're going down, down, down. Look at that guy. Oh. 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 Gonna get me. Let me see if I can necrosis his ass. Ow. Nice one, eh? Ow, my ass. Got him. The other one hasn't come off yet. What happened to the other guy? Did he just die because of the necrosis? Eh? Necrosis is very OP, eh? Firefly. Energy. Let me get my healing on. Yes. Parasite energy 2. Electric Boogaloo. Life drain. Drains HP from adjacent targets. Get revived with 3,000. Drains HP from adjacent target. That actually like sounds very OP. Eh? Well, that was good. Let's see what else we can do. We have another one of these. God damn. First of all, let me heal. You never know when you're gonna need it. Oh. Let me get his ass. Necrosis. Oh, nice one, eh? I'm glad that technically did not get me. Got him. Hopefully, you know, he's gonna eventually just come here and be like, oh. Got him. Man, the grenades are so OP. I'm definitely gonna see if I can buy like way more of those. I feel like all of my BP is gonna be spent on grenades. They're just that fun to use, you know. There's an elevator here. I wonder what else, you know. It's on the other sides. Breathing room. I don't know if I want to go there. Ooh, I don't know. Ooh, I don't know. There's some notes written on these scattered food lists. January 16. When I arrived at the lab today, the chimps were initially agitated. I found she's 2 years dead with hemorrhaging around the eyes. Goddamn. She was smart and got along well with other chimps and me. Still, it was all I could do to examine the corpse. Her head was swollen and hairless. Her eyes hung down her cheeks. I regret having lowered her water allowance the day before. I hope she finds a place in chimp heaven. January 17. Dr. Bowman has joined us from an out-of-state facility. His vacant stare has graced our labs a few times in the past. He stares at me sometimes if I find I have English. He stares at me sometimes. I find I have no liking for the man. But today he was different somehow. He settled over to She's cage, and when he got close, it was like he was possessed, swearing and muttering over her. I asked that the experiment be stopped, but he wouldn't listen. When he finished, he grabbed my hand, laughing mechanically. Eh? So it was a success? He asked. I pulled away my hand. A request for a burial was ignored. She's went down the dust chute. Goddamn. February 24th. Bowman is stepping up testing. He's spending nights at the lab. His field of expertise is mitochondria. He was on a project investigating artificial human races. I was the night transfer for a military lab. My research is on hold. I shiver when I think of the golem soldiers' bodies. I'm thankful for the organization for saving a refugee like myself. But I cannot condone this research. Humans should always remain human. March 8th. Today another test subject arrived in a heavily damaged cage. It was Bowman. The artificial soldiers who brought him number 9 explained joyfully. Bowman himself had volunteered to become a test subject. He would become a new species, an NMC. Yet something had grown inside him, twisting his face with pain. March 14. My worry for the NMC that was Bowman deepens. We gave him an artificial organ and bone transplant just yesterday. Yet he feels no pain. He circles in his cage, swearing foully. Suddenly he weeps aloud, and I am sorrowful in spite of myself. He still revolts me. He does the reek of the flesh he so craves. Interesting. I'm nauseated. I will leave early today. April 12. Bowman is quiet today. He seems to be in great pain. He whines that it is cold. He wants to be near the heater. When I refuse, he screams, disturbing the chimps. I let him out of the cage. He now stands 9 feet 3 inches tall. By the heater at last, he sleeps peacefully. A handwriting change on the next card. Can't locate the NMC that ate our researcher. Too bad, she was nice. The big guy probably crawled off and died, but 9 keeps looking. With that thing gone, we stuffed the new NMCs in the big west cage. Now all I got to do is sit here and watch the animals die. Easy. The rest of this looks like a fruit list. There's a cabinet here. Let's look for clues. Oh, what's this? I have some Coca-Cola. Some Coca-Cola. Goddamn. There's a cabinet here. Oh, I got something else. I got some more cola. Imagery full. Well, not one, right? Let me see what I can do. How many MP do I have? I have enough MP. But if I gotta use something, I gotta use something. There we go. Do I want the Firefly? I wonder. Maybe. Yeah, let me load it on the grenade. If it's the only airburst that I have, I might as well just use it, you know. Let me get that Coca-Cola. A desktop PC. There is no sense turning it on. I don't know the password. Can't believe these researchers would leave all the animals behind. God damn. This cage is open. Looks like the occupant escaped. An empty cage. Seems to be that you know, the same case for every other animal. This cage tag says flower. What could be inside? Cables in a bundle around a head. It's a chimp. It's wearing some kind of headgear. So sad. That bacon stare. It must be exhausted. A chimpanzee in a cage. Rhesus monkey, but something's wrong. It's celebrating globs of fluid. It's eating something ravenously. It's eating its own finger. It's already finished a few. This is a one troubled monkey. I've seen enough. What's in here? What are those? What are those? Swarms of squirming white shapes. Hairless mice, often used for experiment. They're moving strangely, shaking their heads in a frenzy. A cage containing doped, hairless test mice. This is what the cosmetic industry does, right? It's quiet, but there's something in there. Rats! They're bunched in a corner, chewing. They're eating each other. Their eyes are pink and bleeding. Several deranged rats in a cage. God damn. An ammunition case. It's filled with 9mm rounds. What is this doing in here, I wonder? I don't really know, but it is nice that we have some. I was definitely not expecting to have this many ammunition cases, cages running, rolling around. Bags of ground meat and fish. Nothing of interest. Food scattered everywhere. Creatures probably had a feast. There's some kind of growth hormones in this glass case. A messy cooking table. I can still hear the animals. I was definitely not expecting that. Ow. There we go. That thing actually just disintegrates, Jesus Christ, man. What could that other thing be? Or that other enemy, I guess? Oh, it's two of them. I find it funny that she's just looking down like, whoa, what's this? Ooh, was that a counter? That felt like a counter. Hell yeah. I'm burying those scrubs. Right? Killing. Oh, that's amazing, eh? That felt amazing, eh? What is causing that acrid, nauseating odor? It's coming from that garbage pile. What was in there? And have no intention of touching that, Said I would do anything for love, but I won't touch that. They say. Something's decaying in here. My nose can't take much more. Why did they need such a large cage for, I wonder? A human? Let's pretend it's not. The matted hair stuck to the bars is shriveled, but it looks human. There's a name on the frame, F. Bowman. And no more, I can bear the stench. Looks like an uneaten pizza sitting in there. Just a cold piece. Get down, get down. Don't you have the handle for your own stuff? Huh? Looks like an empty can. Wait, there's something inside. Steam. Looks like an empty can. Wait, there's something inside. Oh, my imagery is full. Let me drink that Coca-Cola. One pizza, Coca-Cola. You can have this. I gotta watch that video again. That video that somebody did with Source Renal Maker. You know, the one of the scout going one pizza, Coca-Cola, and the couches goes, you can have this. But I don't remember what the punchline was for that video. I only remember that it was really funny. Well, let's see what else I can find over here. I have already, you know, forgotten exactly what I'm here to do. Or what am I supposed to do? So this just takes me here. Oh, hello, Damn it, it hurts. Ow! He just checked me like that. It spoke. Let's hope it was wrong, Why did it vibe check me like that, Operating room. It's locked. There's a card reader to the side of the door. I don't really have that at the moment. So another dead end, it seems. Another dead end. Goddamn. The breathing room. One more enemies there. Let me see what I can do. What would these things be? You know. Ow. Look at that thing, No, it's hitting my MPA. Necrosis, here I come. Where's the other guy? You guys think here? Thankfully it's only one. They'll pack a punch to them, Jesus Christ. That's pretty good. They have a nice, you know, range. That's the only positive thing that I can, you know, say about them. Items obtained. Do I even need penicillin? I don't really need penicillin. Recovery. Sure, why not? Actually, no. Let me use it. Do I even need this? I don't think so. But I'm gonna keep it anyway, just because I kinda did it accidentally. I have a ton of keycards that we need to use. I don't even know if we're gonna find all of the keycards that this thing needs. Let me see. What many grenades do I have? I have like 27. That should be fine. Necrosis. Oh. Ow. That's really bad. Let me move my ass a little bit. There we go. That should get him, man. Little by little. Oh. Nice one, eh? Yeah, I deserve that. I was kind of wondering if I actually like got them both. But yeah, necrosis is such a nice free damage kind of deal. Do I really need a rifle ammunition? I guess I could just, you know, keep it just in case. Yeah, give me that. Let me use it and then everything. If anything, I guess I could just sell it. I don't even know if you can sell stuff. Now that I think about it. Let's see. How much XP do I have? I don't have nearly enough XP to do anything. Yeah, I feel like I should definitely level up necrosis whenever I have the chance to. So that was the breathing room. Where exactly did I came from? I honestly do not remember. So here's an elevator. And the breathing room was over there. We came from here. There we go. Let's check out the rest of the rooms. I'm sure that, you know, we're bound to find something really cool. Another elevator. Let's see what we can find over here. The laboratory. It is locked. God damn. What about this place though? Laboratory hall. It is locked. It is locked. It is locked. Let me go to the first of the Hurricane episode. Let me go to the first one over here. I'm sure that, you know, we're bound to find something really cool. No good, the button isn't working. Well, you know, we tried, right? Well, we gotta try harder, I guess. But in that sense, this one should be the one that works. Down we go. Elevator going down. Did I not get them all? Ow. Bad idea. I better use my normal gun because otherwise it's gonna be really bad. I did nothing, eh? Ow. That woke me up, eh? Ow. And just like that, we are alive somehow. I took way more time that, you know, it needed it. In the meantime, let me use my grenades. Or more than anything, let me load up my grenades. We sort it out. Load and the grenade gun. There we go. Danger, level AA, unauthorized entry. You gotta tell me what to do. I don't know how to read it. Elevator, I sense a terrifying power below. My mitochondrial pulse is in sync. Pulses in sync. A kindle, trembling. A normal human could withstand this, even for a second. I might be in trouble myself. Have to find another way. A barrier of incredible strength lies below. So we cannot really do anything over here. That kinda sucks. So if this is not the way, where could the way be? Looks like there's a lot of speakers over here. I kind of wonder why. It does look pretty freaky. Not gonna lie. Mostly because of the urgency of everything, you know. So if we cannot really go here, then where? Question mark. I've already been in the breathing room, the mating room. I was gonna say, and there really is nothing over here. I guess I could just, you know. Since I was already over there, and there was a keycard that I didn't get. Bronco Massacre should open up all the model rooms. Just a little much. Yeah, nothing that I have right now in my possession. And this elevator won't go down. And I need to heal. Let's see. Penicillin? No. I need to use more PE energy. Let's go back to the septic tank, but there's bound to be something better over there. I'm gonna deal with these guys again. Oh. Oh, it takes away BP. God damn it. Well, what can I do? Let's see. There's bound to be something good over here. There's a lift here. Yeah, let's go on. Also, I don't remember there being anything else over here. Just let me check real quick. It's really looking door. Nothing that I can use or do with it. Okay, so... do I not need anything else for here? This door seems really unusually well reinforced. Not good, it is locked. I mean, if this is not the place, then exactly where do we gotta go? Don't tell me that I now come into one of those, oh, now we don't know what to do kind of situations. Probably, quite probably. Save complete. Because as far as I'm concerned, I have gone through all the places that... Uh-oh. Am I being gassed? The fumigation system, man. Got to get out of here. Here goes nothing. Just get in there. I was just not gonna, you know, try to hack the system or whatever. Gee, I hope this needle that I got stuck to my butt now doesn't have anything bad on it. Ouchies. Youch. Said I ever. Oh wait, hold on. This is the place of a boss. I cannot remember it. I don't want to strengthen. I wanna use it. Now let me see what else I can do. I kinda need this now. Oh, here we go. You guys ready? Wow, there's quite a lot left in here. Got some ammunition, some Hydra ammunition. Ah, that's a way. Oh, Jesus Christ, that's a ton of Hydra ammunition. I guess don't mind if I do. Fragmentation round fragments the ruptures vital organs. Yeah, sure enough. Let me use that for now. So if I want a full refill of Hydra, you know, ammunition, I gotta come back here. Ammunition case, huh? They left quite a lot. There we go. The game is definitely preparing me for something, eh? Inventory full, yeah, thank you. There's even more in here. I kinda wonder why. Oh, and the battle ensues, everybody. I think I remember this this battle having a little bit of a time limit, but I might be wrong. Would you look at that thing? Get down, get down. Diabetes, eh? Okay, first of all, let me do antibody. There we go. And now let me get him with one of these. Oh, that's really bad. Did I really not get him, man? I'm really hoping that I'm getting him with the necrosis, because otherwise it's really bad. Ow. Let me see if by a miracle of life I can actually like get him some necrosis, you know, over here. No, it doesn't really do anything, eh? Okay, so necrosis is not a good thing, eh? Energy shots should actually be good. Grenade pistol. Nice aim! Oh yeah. Just like always, that did nothing, eh? Okay, you do you, you do you, you do you, eh? Here we go, here we go, here we go, and I want nothing wrong with me! Got him. Oh, we can actually like get more stuff over here. I can actually like, you know, do some cheap damage to his other organs. Reloading it. Oh, that is really bad. Also, I'm kind of glad that he's not out. That he isn't, you know, receiving anything else. Other than that, the fact that he is, Oh, come on. I thought that would have definitely killed him off. Well, maybe I do need to use the other ones, but it is a shame that I did not pack in my my other ammunition. Oh, he actually like spits the corpses of the things that he digested. That's kind of messed up, dude. I better heal, by the way. Let me see if I can. Well, I cannot really equip the other ones. My pistol. Here we go. Oh, come on, dude. Nice job, well, I mean, nice job me, because I didn't have the things ready, for consumption or whatever. Does that really not cause any harm, even though he technically does have his thing like open? Well, I guess not. Let me see if I can still get him, even though he doesn't have anything else. And also, antibody. Ooh. Oh yeah, nice work. Well, that did, you know, leave a mark. I feel like this corner is one of the safest possible like places you can be at, and that's really nice, you know. It seems like it can be either a hit or miss whether you do a certain amount of damage or not. I don't need this gun. The P something. Let me stay in this corner and hopefully do something about it. And how about this? There we go. No recovery for you. Ah, nice. Nice one, eh? He's getting close. I gotta worry extra about that thing. That is not the gun that I want to use. Thank you so much. Yeah, there we go. Got him. Who knew that that was gonna be his weak spots? Yeah. Also, let me load the Firefly there, because I don't have anything else on my shotgun right now. Okay, bring your lackeys down, eh? Your lackitus, eh? Could it be that that's why they are called lackitus? Because they're lackeys? You know? Wow, eh? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Don't come any closer. That's what I was feeling, that maybe this was indeed a timed event. So hopefully no, eh? I don't have any MP. I'm gonna stay over here. So I imagine that if I do get, you know, down to the edge, I'm gonna be like, oh man, game over, man. And that's what I'm gonna have. Gluten. Oh, is he dead? Oh, he's so dead, yo. Damn, that's gonna be a bad way to go. Yeah, same body, same, man. And magically, that makes everything else work, eh? Yippee! We did it, eh? Items obtained. We obtained a lot of stuff. Recovery 3, grenade. I love my grenades. It's that, I think. The stench in the air reminds me of a rotten fish. Its body looks like it's made out of several organisms. It must have grown from discarded experiments. I almost had the pleasure of joining them, eh? Creepy. But also sad. A living creature discarded as like garbage. It looks dead, but it hasn't melted. Maybe the shock merely stunned it? A fight in close quarters like this would be bad. I'd better find a way out, and quick. It's out cold. It's better not to risk waking. That would be true. So let's see, what else can I find over here, huh? Can I really open this, as expected? Organic incinerator. Looks like the shock just now activated it. The monitor displays reads unlock. The cover on the control prevents tampering. I guess that's good enough, question mark? Hopefully we didn't lose anything of value, you know, by not investigating everything and anything. But we did it, everybody. We got that first try, eh? Hell yeah. Oh, goddamn, eh? Not again, eh? How did it even, like, open up stuff like that, eh? Round 2. Here we go. Oh. Well, this thing doesn't seem like it is stopping, eh? So here we go, eh? The puke. Skungul live. That do be me. That do be me, the skungul. The skungly dungly dungly dungly. Yeah, let me get that water going. How you doing, Stala? Welcome in, eh? I'm getting that hydration going on. I don't even know if that did anything, eh? I imagine that it did not, eh? But look at this thing. Look at this guy. Ain't that guy looking funny, eh? They just gotta go, eh? Refuse lift. Raise. Step 1, raise. Step 2, lower. So do I make it lower? Do I lower it? As low as likely. I guess I could just keep on being doing here. I better not keep on being here. You're doing well. It is really hot today. Yeah, it is almost like 40 something degrees Celsius in here. So it definitely is indeed, you know, being a hot ass day. Got him. As long as this thing doesn't really, you know, think of, you know, lifting up his paw and then doing anything about it, I'm gonna be fine. Don't eat me. I'm not tasty, contrary to popular belief. Oh, ow. And just like that, I'm dead. I shouldn't have cheesed it, you know, that way. I mean, technically speaking, we are, you know, more so trained to go against a big current of air. I don't really have felt, I don't know if you guys have felt this, but I have never experienced being, you know, sucked in by a big current of, like, you know, air. And I'm not thinking of maybe doing that anytime soon, eh? But that only means that we gotta do this again. From the beginning, eh? But I'm glad that you're doing well, eh? I don't have work today, actually. I got the day off because yesterday we had a concert. And they were like, you know what? We're not gonna give, you know, make you guys, you know, come here like twice, you know? You know, for the same, you know, kind of things. Wait, did I get this thing? Yeah, that's sick. Yeah. Well, I'm glad that was the case, no? So that means that I can stream to my heart's content today. I'm also free today, so, you know, I'm up for like anything. I don't really have anything else to do today. Beep, beep, beep. My lungs. Yeah, here we go. But yeah, what are your plans today, Stella? What do you have planned for today? I imagine that you're gonna be like recording and, you know, editing and everything. No idea, to be honest. I mean, if you have the day off today, we could, you know, play something later if you want. Because I really don't have anything else to do. Eh? Mostly editing. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. I gotta be honest. I was kind of worried that people would have chosen Fable 2 for like Tuesday streams on your channel, because, you know, I do want to play that, you know, co-op, and if it was, you know, for Tuesday streams, I wouldn't have been able to play that co-op. So I'm glad that people are choosing either Donkey Kong 64 or Brutal Legend. You know? Let me get the... What are the things? I didn't even consider that you want to stream Fable 2. I mean, yeah. Yeah, I can save it for a co-op stream for sure. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I thought that was the original plan. Eh? Although, technically speaking, sure enough, that would have been just like a off-stream thing. But, you know, I do wanna play it on stream. Mostly when it comes to new experiences. I do want to stream them because I want there to be, I guess, like testimony or like, you know, like evidence that I did play something, you know, for the first time. And also I do it for the band. I completely forgot it. That's what today we talked about. My memory reset once I got back from the city. That do be true. It has happened, you know, quite often. I have noticed that. But you know, you had a pretty busy week, you know, that time, so it is understandable, you know. So let's see. Now that I have the Hydra bullets, let me see what else I can do. It was on a big discount, by the way. I think it was like Canadian dollars, I believe. And since I do have Game Pass, there was an even, you know, lower discount for that. Terrible memory. The memort. I should have reloaded all of my weapons. Okay, we go. Oh, I'm getting engulfed. I'm gonna be eaten alive. Hello, people from DeviantArt. I did 444. It is really funny that, you know, technically being eaten alive and anything that may have to do with it, it has now become synonymous with, like, you know, DeviantArt. I find it really funny. Although I guess some people do not find it really very funny, but I can see why. Kaboom! Kaboom! Kablam! Also, how far on the editing side do you think you are? Like, are you like 75% done? 85% done? Maybe not even like 50% done? I feel like, you know, the topic that you chose for this video is actually like a very in-depth one. I mean, I feel like it is your area of expertise, so to speak. So I can definitely see you spending quite a lot of time, you know, with you know, just editing and, you know, adding things and re-recording things, you know, just for it. I'm definitely looking forward to it. And it is shadow antibody. I'm gonna do antibody. Oh, my kitty cat is actually like, you know, kissing my hand. That's really cool. Let me use the grenades for this thing. Yeah, I don't want this thing to recover any health. There you go. The first 4 minutes of the video is completely done. The beginning of the video always takes the longest. That is true, yeah. Studying everything so that it follows a certain, like, you know, train of thought and, you know, for consistency's sake, you know. I can definitely see why the first minutes of the video can be the hardest to land, you know. It doesn't seem like I can do any... Uh-oh. Whoa, don't hit me. I can do any lingering damage. I don't need that gun. That gun sucks. I don't want this gun. It's having to find a bunch of unique B-roll. That is true, yeah. Finding footage that doesn't really, like, repeat itself. That is the challenge, I imagine. That thing is getting closer. What would you guys do if you guys found yourself in a situation like this? I feel like I would die. Of laughter, What's up, baby? You want to say hello to Starlight? Here we go. The baby wants to say hello to you, Come here, little baby. Oh, it's licking my nose. Hello, he's the baby. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. That's everything he says. Meow, meow, meow. Now watch me whip. Now watch me nay. Now watch me whip. Whip. Now watch me nay. Watch me whip. Watch me nay. I love the little baby. He likes to whip and nay. Hello, little guy. He's the little guy. He loves to give kisses. And he loves to bite, actually. I found out that this little guy actually likes to hit the like button and subscribe. No, he likes to bite. But he doesn't bite hard, you know? I have read that... and I don't remember who was the one who said it. Maybe Bunk? He said that for cats, biting sometimes can be a sign of affection. So I'm gonna go with the narrative that maybe he just likes me very much. He's also a little baby, so that's the only way that he knows how to play, I guess. Whoa. Hopefully this guy's not gonna launch at me, and then he's gonna bounce, and then I'm gonna be like, oh what? Let's see. Oh, also, since he's a little baby, every time I do touch my controller, he's like, wait, let me play with that too. So he's now biting my pinky fingers. And I find it really funny. Let me see if I can somehow just kill this guy. I was gonna recover a little bit of health. Well, that kind of sucks. Actually, no, I did kill the other guy. That's pretty nice. How are your own little babies doing, by the way, Stone? How is the family going on? How's family? How's Bango? And how is Twilik? I hope they're doing fine. Uh-oh, the little baby's gonna fall. The way this guy is, screaming, it reminds me of that frame of Goku getting electroshocked, and he just opens his mouth like really, really wide, man. I don't know, it's kind of funky, eh? Oh no, the baby's gonna fall, eh? No worries, baby, I'm trying to save you, eh? Ooh, the baby. He's holding onto my hand, eh? He's trying to eat it too, eh? Ain't that right, little baby? Ooh. He doesn't want to let go of my hand. He's a really needy baby. He wants to have all the attention. And I love that about him, man. Sure, let me get everything, I guess. Recovery 3, I do not technically need that right now, but I could use this. Let me switch it with this, and then use it. Let me get them all. The winner takes all. And just like that, we didn't die, but we're not out of the woods yet. Let me get this thing. Everything could be inconsequential if I just die, just right here in this section. So, you win some, you lose some, I guess. It would be really nice if they actually included a phone so that we could save the game. But that could take the emotion out of everything. And thus here we go again. Me when I reload. I guess it would be a better idea for me to just go in here and do the thing, eh? I'm gonna keep on, hopefully not dying, eh? Haha, you cannot get me. I guess it would be a nice idea for me to get an antibody, right, going on right now. And also an energy shot, why not? Let me see if I can get him through here. That should be enough to get him going. Also, let me just go out. Here I come. Don't bathe me in your mucus or whatever. I stepped on the panel, but nothing happened. I guess that can only mean one thing. It won't open it. I don't know. Grenade gun. Here we go. Yes, hello. Don't you dare, mosquito. Don't you dare get my asito. I don't even know what I'm saying. Nice aim, Maya. I often forget that I do gotta, you know, aim on the other side, just so that I can, you know, hit him with the actual power. Man, this song slaps, or so I would like to believe. I don't even know what the other shoulder does. I don't know if I want to find out anyway. Don't try to get me. I'm not tasty. Up, down he goes. Haha, got him. I guess it's better if I do this anyway. Oh, what's going on? Oh, he's getting compressed. Oh, poor guy. That's a bad way to go. And I'm all curious just to see it. Not a bad way to go. He could have getting me with his tongue, but I'm glad that he didn't think about it. Items obtained. Let me switch it for this. There we go. Glutton again. Incinerator activation in 5 minutes. I guess I better go. Is anyone there? Open up, please. Anyone? Can you hear me? Please open the door. And they opened it. Wow. Wow. That never actually works. But now it did. Kyle. You're alive. Oh, on a first name basis, are we? You. Thank you. Saved my life. I like my partner's rare instead of well done. That's all. How did you get here? Those dog things caught up with me in the mine. Don't mind at night. Got me right by my crevices. What? We went tumbling down and down. My crevices, what? You just survived? Don't you see me here? For better or for worse. I landed right on top of one of those dogs. What I came to, there it was, out cold. Good thing too, or I'll be a dog its neck. Well, I mean, one could argue that, yeah. You have a pretty smile. What? Hey! Let's blow this pops down, it stinks. What do you mean, Maybe that was you, You're not so fragrant yourself, Is that their idea of flirting? Maybe it is. Also, I have your gun, by the way. Do you want it back? Oh, he has a fire thrower. Okay, Mr. Fireman. Do you guys know that when I was a wee little baby, I used to think that firemen were not called firemen, but bombermen. Mostly because in Spanish, fireman is bombero. So, oh, the milkman, milkman, the man that, you know, does the milk. Ah, bombero in English is bomberman. I don't know. That's why my 4-year-old, like mine, you know, used to believe that. A phone. Maybe I can call outside. You better do it. Sounds like you had quite a day. Mr. Madigan will be compensated for his help. I want you to continue the investigation as planned. That guy has a fat paycheck, you know, waiting for him. I was drinking some kefir milkshake. Kefir is so good, guys. If you guys have never tried kefir, you guys definitely should get some kefir going on in your lives. Kefir is just that good. Man, I love kefir. What else can we do? We can either go here or go there. Let me go in here. It is locked. Never mind. At the beginning, it tastes really acidic, but you know, the more that you drink it, the more taste that you acquire, you know, of it or on it. Go and burn that guy. Okay, that's really funny. He goes like, he just dies. He just loses like. Well, I mean, technically speaking, that can also happen to people. But I'm not gonna go on depth on it. You know. A gate blocked the way. No entry. Arrows submerged during drainage. God damn. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go one more time. Doo-dum, 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 doo-dum. There was really no other way or place to go, so that's understandable. Look at that guy. Oh. So I gotta remember that Madigan can actually like die. What even is that thing, eh? And thus we are alive. My mitochondrial. I'm one step closer to getting my necrosis, you know, to the max. No entry, arrows submerged during drainage. You better not do it. I better do it. Let me clean up. I haven't really found out anything, you know, in the trash. Hello? Are these the guys that, you know? Oh. Let me hit him with... well, actually, I don't even know how to hit him. Control panel for the flute gates. There's an LCD panel. Enter a 10-digit. Press which button? I'm gonna press 9. Incorrect password. Oh, hello. Let me get you some necrosis going on. And just like that, he's dead. Just like that, he's dead. He doesn't live anymore. Right? That's quite a bottle. I'll stay up here. So many combinations that I can do. 0. And then 1. 0 and then 0. 0 and then 2. How about the 0 and then 3? What did you tell me about 0 and then 4? Could it be that it is 0 and then 5? It would be really silly if it was 0 and then 6. But wouldn't it be amazing if it was 0 and then 7? What do you tell me about 0 and then 8? What interesting premise would it be if it was 0 and then 9? For the memes, I'm just gonna do this. Okay, so it wasn't 6, 7, Yeah, I guess we gotta find the password then. Even though I can... Alive, I wonder why there's been one left. There's area below, and so on and so forth. An inspection panel. There's a memo attached. Check for occupants before opening the floodgate. Let the rats, roaches, and spiders drown. But first, count their legs. Enter the total and raise the lever. Count their legs. Enter the total and raise the lever. Oh, I don't really know how many legs a cockroach has. Is it 6? No, it should be 4, right? Yeah, as far as I remember, cockroaches only have like 4 legs. So it would be 8 and then 6? Do spiders have 6 legs? Or they have 8? I don't remember it. Because... okay, if it's 8, then it would be 16. Oh, wait, hold on, no, 18. English, please, right? So a little bit. Uh-oh. No, don't touch the fan. Do not touch the fan. Do not touch that fan. There we go. No, because it will be 24 or 22. I'm gonna go with 22 and see what happens. The correct password there. Baby. Do you guys remember how many legs a spider has? Let's see. A rat only has 4. What am I even saying? Where did I get the 8? The 2 8s? So it would be 4 and then 4 and 8, and then if it is 6, then that would be 12. No, actually no. We either 14 or 16. Am I having a brain fart? I may actually. Hold on. Let the rats, roaches, and spiders drown, but first count their legs. Enter the total and raise the lever. Because, okay, rats have 4 legs. Unless you count the hands as not being legs, I get it. And then roaches have 4 legs. So that would be either 6 or 8. 6 or 7, 6 or 8. And then spiders have 6 legs, right? So that would be 14, right? So I don't remember, you know, spiders having like 8 legs, as far as I remember. That is something that I never, you know, put any attention to. How many legs do spiders have? They have 8 legs. I did not know that. So in that case, that makes things way easier, I guess. I already tried 16, didn't I? Incorrect. It has to be one of these. Because unless you count the rat's legs as only the ones behind it, then you wouldn't really know exactly which ones those are. As far as I remember, there's no like roaches or whatever that we can inspect, so we can only go with digits within the 10th, you know. Yeah, here we go. 16, I already tried 16. Because as I said, a spider has 8 legs. A rat has 4. Unless you count the 2 behind ones, and then a cockroach only has like 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go, 16. Unless they have more, and I just didn't know, eh? $18. How many legs does a cockroach have? How many legs do cockroaches have? Cockroaches have 6 legs. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, I kind of forgot that they have ones on the side, a pair on the side. That's really weird, eh? So yeah, no wonder. Yeah, 8 legs, then 6 legs, then 4 legs. That's interesting, eh? Yeah, I was going with the premise that cockroaches have like only 4 legs. That's pretty wild, eh? I don't stop to count their legs, I just kill them, you know? They do be like that. Okay, now we go. Hopefully I won't find like, you know, giant cockroaches in this level just because I neglected to count their legs, you know. Let's see, what else can I do? MP recovery boost. I don't really need this combat lights. I don't really use them. And you cannot really sell them. Yeah, now I know for a fact that, you know, cockroaches have 6 legs. So that's where the water went. God damn. Amazing. Do we have any enemies? No. Thankfully, no. Also, today is the 8th, right? Oh, look at this. Let me get my shotgun going on. Actually, that wasn't even my shotgun, eh? Or was it? Eh? I believe it was. Eh? Man, I love the firefly bullets. Let me get this going on. More than anything, I want to equip it. Thank you. Yeah, let me use the 9, the Parabellum ones. I love those because they cannot be infinite. Like Super Street Fighter Infinite. Wait, where was that one from? Street Fighter Infinite. I don't feel like that's the name of a game. I like Shining Through. It's locked. Goddamn. Like on an official game. Street Fighter Infinite. Coming through. I just faced through him. That's really funny. I gotta drink some water. Hold on. Oh man, I love water. Let me just go down and see what we can find. Oh. It's like boom, 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 boom. I only have 5 grenades. I gotta buy more because grenades are so cool. Could you please not appear off screen? Thank you. Oh, that guy's killing him, eh? And that fire thrower of his is actually like pretty powerful, eh? Okay, I guess I'm gonna save up on my grenades then. It's pretty nice, eh? So this takes me here. I don't think I can go here, but let me see. A control panel for the full moon gate. There's something written on the LCD screen. Enter a 10 digit. God damn. 0 and 0. So we gotta find the next memo. Okay, now we know how many legs I gotta count, I guess. And the puzzle says... This doesn't say. An inspection panel, there's a memo attached. Full moon gate, open only after midnight. Enter age of the fullest moon and raise the lever. Age of the fullest moon? What do you mean by that? Age of the fullest moon. There's something written on Japanese. In Japanese, if only I could read it. Eh? Age of the fullest moon. Oh. Ow. Could you not, like, you know, burn him alive, eh? And just like that, he's dead. Eh? Goddamn. Age of the fullest moon. Looks like the lift is broken. Goddamn, goddamn. It'll always be like that. Age of the fullest moon. What could that mean? Eh? That's just the exits. There doesn't really seem to be anything else that we could do. The elevator stopped on this floor. The emergency stop was pressed. Let's release the emergency stop. Unlock this door. Oh, so this only takes me back. Age of the fullest moon. What do you mean by that, dog? Could it be 12? I don't know. I guess it could be kind of fun if it was 12. Because, you know, when the moon strikes 12 and the something and the something and the something. Age of the fullest moon. If you guys know the answer, let me know, because, you know, I don't really know much about astrology or astronomy. I don't even know which one is the one. Astronomy. I guess it is astronomy. Astronomy. Hey. Let me check. You know, just in case. I want to definitely try and see if it is 12. Or maybe it could be 24. Because, you know, 24 hours. That is definitely a possibility. I'm gonna first try with 12. Okay, let me try with 24. Wait, no. Hold on, written in Japanese. I know that full moon is mangetsu. Mangetsu. Could that be well, that would be three numbers. Mangetsu. Although it would be, I don't know if it's mangetsu. I'm gonna go with 3 something, I'm gonna stay in the realm of the 30s. If it is indeed mangetsu, then it's gonna be really funny, Although I don't even know if man is like, you know, 3 to begin with. It sounds like man would be 3, It's not man, obviously. But if it is indeed 30 something, then I'm gonna feel so good about myself. But if not, then I'm gonna cry. The age of the full moon. I already tried with 12 and 24. Mangetsu. Mangetsu-sama, subarashiya, mangetsu. So it is not 34. I kind of wonder what the age of the full moon would be. I guess it depends on how many cycles the moon has. Which, if that's the case, then that's a little bit convoluted. But I guess I can search this one out there. Parasite Eve 2. Age of the fullest moon. When prompted, the age of the full moon at the glowing control panel on the upper areas. But why? Why? Explanation. Age of the fullest moon refers to the lunar cycle. In Japanese tradition, the 15th night of the lunar month, Yugoya, is traditionally the night of the full moon. Okay, so this was just a Japanese, you know, thing, So it is 15 because apparently in Japanese folklore, the month has like a 15-something cycle, a 15-day cycle maybe. I thought that it had to do with mangetsu, but no, not really. But we did it anyway. The gate is already unlocked. Okay, sure, but what can I do with it? Where can I go? The gate is already open. Okay, Sherlock, but now where do I gotta go? Mangetsu-sama, subarashiya, mangetsu wa iroiroru. Or something of the sort. Something of the sorts. I remember that anime. I I gotta be honest, I did fall asleep while watching it, but that was mostly because the couch in which I was actually like pretty comfy. But what does this open? Out of order. I don't really know. Am I supposed to expect something? Maybe I did miss something. An optional side quest leads back to Dryfield. This story is a mandatory requirement if you want to achieve the game's best or true ending. Wow. So if I just decided to just not do that puzzle, I would have gotten the, you know, not the true ending, Yes, I want the specifics for the best puzzle, The best puzzle is the best ending. I want the steps on to get the best ending. Okay, sure enough, but how exactly do I go back there? Yeah, the full moon gate. I already know about that. But how do I go back? Question mark. Do I just go on? Oh, could it be? Okay, now. Okay, yeah. Now I get it. Okay, now that I opened that up, man, I did not remember doing this on my first playthrough. Obviously, because yeah, who knows what to do on your first playthrough, you know? But now it seems that we gotta go back. Question mark? Probably. Okay, maybe not. Okay, my cat wants attention because he's a wee little baby, ain't that right, baby? Ooh, baby, what? I have the little baby over here. Full moon tonight. A friend told me that they call the full night cycle in Japan. Could that be something that only unlocks if you have a what is it called? A save file of Parasite Eve 1? I feel like that could be, you know, the case. Hi, baby. The baby is like, what are you doing playing those games? Play with me instead, Ain't that right, little baby? You want some gaming on your own, off your own. Let me just go down these invisible stairs. No, baby. No. Oh. The kitty cat actually like went on top of the keyboard. Little baby, don't do that. Don't do that, little baby. Let me see what else I can do. Luckily, we didn't lose anything of value. The incineration controller. So now, let me go and input the code again. Actually, did I even... Oh no, it has been like way before I do the thing. That's not too bad, actually. Let me just kill these guys again. I don't want to use this gun. This gun sucks. It is kind of funny how these guys just laugh, you know. So there we go. I don't think we can climb all the way over here, which is kind of a shame. But I still keep on, you know, wondering if I'm indeed missing something by not, you know, just checking here and checking there and checking everywhere. Look at this guy. Look at this dude. Ow. Six nine, no, nice. Oh, that guy is dying. Eh? Oh, he didn't die. Eh? It's kind of a shame. Eh? There we go. At least we prevail, and that's what matters the most. You know, I'm glad that the cat did not do that on the keyboard just by, you know, just when we were doing the boss thingy. Yes. Oh, I'm getting with this, and just like that, he's dead. Hi, little baby. He's no, don't come in here. Yeah, he's not allowed to be on top of the desk. The control panel, that would be 18 again. And that takes care of that, so that's pretty good. As far as I remember, there was nothing obvious over here. Hey, there's something on the floor. Everybody do the dinosaur? Yeah, let me get rid of the combat lights because I don't really use them at all. And that should be it. I believe it. Come on, get on the floor. Everybody do the new Mitochondrial. I mean, in the first game there was a dinosaur. There was like a lot of dinosaurs in the first game anyway, so, you know. I guess it do be like that. Come on, get on the floor. Everybody do the Mitochondrial. The enemy! Ow. That guy packs a punch. Oh. Oh, he died. And the kitty cat fell down my chair. No, poor little baby. Okay, so yeah, this is the place in which we gotta go back to. So, if anything, let me see if I can, you know, go there, put the thing. Because as far as I know, I is supposed to give you the clue that, you know, the 15 something and something and something is like, you know, the number. Got him. Because otherwise, if I do inspect it myself, it won't tell me, yo, a friend of mine told me that the 15th day of the something is... There's something on the LCD panel, entering the 10th digit. Maybe there is a way for Aya to actually like tell you. But since you are supposed to figure it out yourself, I don't know. I did see in a video that a guy did have an extra dialogue where Aya just goes, you know, a friend of mine, you know, told me that the moon has like 15 cycles, and they call the 15 cycles the full moon day or whatever. Oh. And just like that, he's dead. Luckily, we are not. I'm kind of debating whether if I should, you know, if I should have the life drain thingy, or if I should just put everything on the ones that I already have. Let me go back and save, like, just so that I can be, you know, extra precautious, I guess, precautious, not precarious, but no, like precautionate, I guess, not precaution. I don't even know. You know what I mean, so that I can be more careful. Save completo. I should have saved before, you know. I'm gonna make this go a little bit faster, I guess. Luckily, there's no enemies around, you know. And what about this place filled with so many wonders? Let's just climb up. So now we gotta do a side quest that I was not aware that we needed to do it. And obviously, during my first playthrough, I did not know anything about it. So I can imagine that I did not get the best ending. Which kinda sucks, but now we can. I should do a separate save just in case I wanna, you know, come back and not get the best ending. Release the gate locks. Here's the door. Flint? Yeah, let's lift up. Where are you going? I want to check out the shelter. I'm worried about Mr. Douglas. I know. Go check out Mr. Douglas now and join me at the shelter. Right. I'll be waiting there for you. I'll be waiting there for you. Kyle, be careful. Apparently they have a thing going on, I feel like. Flint! What's up, little baby? The little doggy. The little doggy. What could be the matter? Hello, dude. I can't really go there. I can get through here. Could you like take me where you want me to go, little dog? Over here? Okay, sure. I should actually like, you know, load up my strongest ammunition just so that I can, you know, be extra careful. Let me load it on this thing. There we go. What? Over here? Oh, let me go there. Look at the dog. He's like. It is nice that the dog is the one that guides you. You know? Oi. There we go. Yeah, I took care of that guy for starters, so that's a really nice thing. Got something I don't even know what. Whatever's going on is happening over here. Don't tell me that the dog is gonna climb back up here. Do I have plasma? Yes, I do, but that won't really do much. I feel like I could have killed them all way easier with the shotgun, but you know. I got some hydro bullets out of that, so that's really... Piers, wake up! Piers. No. Get your hopes up, I'm fine. Piers! I thought you were... Whoa, I can see 3 of you. Whoa. Yeah, I could get used to this. Same old Piers, I see. Are you hurt? I lost a little blood. Nothing serious, though. You don't look so good. Wait here, where the birds can get you. Get something for you. Don't worry about me. I can still walk. And I came here to rescue you. Oh, come on. So you can't go saving me. So you can't go on saving me. Stubborn as always. That guy. Piers. I want you to stay right here. Oh, Aya. An SUV key. Did you just spit that out? Up? It's the key to my SUV. It's a little bit up, thanks to the locals. Have fun with. Ugh. Oh, he's just asleep. He's out cold. Oh, he's just sleeping. Sound asleep. Maybe some toxin from the NMC attack that sedated him. Moving him might do more harm than good. Should be safe up here. Can I not go up? Maybe. The gate below is open. Let me see what I can find over here. Just skin and bones. The blood's been drained. The fly seems to like the stench. Not that I'm one to talk. Can I not find anything else? I need a shower. Yeah, at least that guy is okay, you know. Okay, what else? What else do I gotta do now? Now I gotta find Mr. Douglas because otherwise it's gonna be really bad if I don't. If I remember, Mr. Douglas was over here, maybe. Let me go check on him and maybe we can find something good. Healing. My favorite. I gotta go through here. It's the car with no wheels on the hydraulic lift. Does that mean that I will be able to buy more grenades at a discount? Hopefully so, hopefully so. Maybe here, let me just give him up, you know, for free for me. At the enemy, yeah, my ears and either. Got him. Anytime now. There we go. I don't know if I can buy Hydra bullets, but you know, I imagine that they're gonna be extra expensive if I actually like do that. Oh yeah, we took the car. It is way more spacious now. So that is pretty good. I imagine that by now the car that I left on the shelter or whatever is already like, you know, fully beat up or whatever. As long as nothing comes out of out of nowhere, I'm gonna be fine. Mr. Douglas, are you fine? Hello, Mr. Douglas. Oh, so you made it, eh? Well, you were gonna bring some more goodies from the warehouse. Some real beauty there, eh? Ammunition. Oh, I can buy Hydra bullets. Yes. Give me everything you have. Grenades, I want some. Yes, please. I don't really want the right ones. Firefly could be handy. And weapons. What about these weapons? Jesus Christ. Rapid fire 12 gauge combat shotgun. What about this? 9mm machine gun, flash light attached. How bad it is from the one that I have. Clip holder, the bayonet, a bike, small portable flamethrower, nade gun, a bike. I feel like this is definitely gonna come in handy. God damn. Man, do I want the MP5 or the other shotgun? I feel like the other shotgun could definitely be of use. I don't really use it too much, so maybe that's not something that I'm, you know, gonna be using too often. But the submachine gun, maybe. I definitely gotta, you know, figure out what I gotta do. I have enough for the flamethrower, but I do need to buy, you know, fuel for it. So I don't know. Explosive squad body armor, resist explosions and heat. That can be okay, I guess. Careful out there. Guess I already did it. So what are the other prerequisites that I gotta, you know, keep in mind? I already saved said the guy. I already saved Flint and Douglas. Get the eyes. I didn't know that I needed eyes. Okay. Go to the water tub and dry field. You will find Peter's been attacked. Kill the monster, save him. Well, I guess I gotta do this in order now. Okay, now I gotta see if I can find some more stuff. I wish I could sell him stuff, you know? I wish I could sell, you know, stuff to him and be like, hey, yo, fam, how much for this? For this machine rocket launcher, eh? Semi-automatic rocket launcher. That would be wild. I imagine that exists already, you know, semi-automatic rocket launcher. Or maybe even an automatic one. I know that the anti-aircraft missiles sometimes they do launch like 1 million rockets at the same time. So that's definitely something. Yeah. Let me go to this place. So we gotta drive back. That's really funky. I don't see anywhere over here. By the way, there's no indication that I should have otherwise just you know, bring water to the guy. It's just something that you know, you gotta figure out somehow. Let me get my shotgun going. Let me get my buckshot actually. Buckshots. I definitely wasted more health on trying to not waste as much health, you know. It do be like that sometimes. So now let me heal. Sorry to anybody that has like epilepsy, but you know. Epilepsy, is that how you pronounce it? Yeah, I believe it is. Look at the guys. Look at the monk, you know. Ow, ow, ow. Got him. I gotta use the ammo that I have because otherwise it's gonna be a waste if I don't. That thing just exploded, goddamn. It would be also nice if there was like, you know, things that you couldn't actually open until you came back, you know, to them. Got him. There's nothing that these guys were, you know, saving or whatever. I just wanted to just fight him. And definitely consider just getting the life drain thingy. Or maybe even the necros. I don't even know how often I'm definitely gonna use them. But I'm gonna use them somehow, you know. Turn it on. Yeah, leave it alone. Leave me alone! Akira! Hey. There's no enemies in here. That's a little bit suspicious, if I say so myself. Maybe some of them are gonna, you know, burst through the glass and be like, bah. You know. Or maybe not. I don't know. The enemy. I mean, if I keep on going like that, I'm definitely gonna need the other shotgun. Pyrokinesis. Swing and a miss, buddy. Swing and a miss. You know, I'm kind of glad. Oh, let's see. I'm kind of glad that the fire did not spread all the way to the other thing, life drain. Casting cost, that appear loss. Drain CP from adjacent targets. Man, I don't even know how good that's gonna be. Good burst, better power and range. What about the antibody? Oh, so many decisions, so many decisions. Maybe live dream is actually like pretty good, but I don't know. Immolates the enemy. I feel like it would be a way better idea to, you know, prevent them from hurting me instead of, you know. So there we go. Now I have pyrokinesis level 3. We get them bullets. I don't really have anything else, so I should be fine. My car was better. This red SUV. I thought it looked familiar. This is Pierce's open truck with SUV suit. Tactical vest. Cylinder inventory full. Let me see what I can do. I feel like I'm gonna stay with this armor that I have. MP boost, recovery penicillin. I don't really gotta use this. Tactical vest, pick up this item, yes. And the cylinder. All set for now. Thanks, Pierce. So what about this cylinder? Let's see. A small metallic cylinder. I don't want to technically use it right now. Oh, also, what about this tactical vest? It gives you more HP, actually like 50. Or maybe just 10 more, I guess. It has less attachments though. I should have saved that attachment thingy. It's fine, I can just, you know, keep it. Or sell it or whatever. I should have moved it. Well, now time to test my thingy. Oh, actually, I go. That's actually like pretty good. I gotta heal though. Fascinating. Do I have some more things that I can use? Cylinder. Maximum HP increased. Oh, could that have been a what should I call it? A lipstick. Oh, I believe it was a lipstick. Oh yeah, there was a meme back in the day, you know, that you know, Aya Brea was like addicted to lipstick, and I find that really funny. You get that going on. I mean, I guess I better tend to the one that's like closer to me. There you go. That's what I was afraid of. We do some combustion. There we go. It is nice that my mitochondrial powers can actually like go through walls and everything, eh? That's pretty neat, eh? I ain't even gonna lie. I can go through here. Let me just visit every area just because I want to farm some BPA. I'm using a ton of boxes. Let me use my normal gun. And the normal 9mm. Ow. I was gonna say, yeah, what's actually like hitting me, but now I know it. Yeah, sure enough. Let me use that recovery 3. What do I have on my inventory? I have recovery 3 and recovery 3. Let me use this one instead. Don't I have more Hydrian? Once? I don't think so. If anything, let me get rid of my other gun. Yeah, I don't really need this. Let me exchange it for this ringer solution. And also let us not forget. Yeah, I feel like I'm okay with the armament that I have right now. I don't really know if there's any time the constraint when it comes to giving Pierce the eyes or whatever. But hopefully there's not gonna be like any kind of problem at all. Oh, that's actually like pretty good. The thing got killed by the explosion of the other guys. Pretty good. What a bad way to live would be like if you get like any kind of like damage done to you, you explode. At that point, I don't think you're living any life. You're alive, but you're not living it. For lack of a better term, I guess. And just like that, we are alive. Somehow. But it do be like that, Let's see. A nice machine. Pierce could use this. Let me get a nice back so that he can go like look, and he can, not die a miserable death. I don't know if I'm gonna find anything else over here, so maybe there's gonna be something, extra good. Let's go back down from through the tunnel, and then let's give him his hydration, his very well needed hydration. It is over here. I'll just take one. So she says. Down this tunnel we go, oh now, and now down the tunnel we go. I feel like it would be a bad idea if I just, turned that switch off. It would be an abomination. I'm going the right way. I feel like I'm going the right way. I better be going the right way. There we go. Okay, now let's go where Pierce is. Let's go where Pierce is. Pierce sounds very much like a name from one of those Backstreet Boys, I don't even know what the name of the Backstreet Boys are. I was really never too into them, so I don't really know it. But for those of you who are in the know, good for you. Someday maybe I will listen to a little bit more of the Backstreet Boys. Maybe not today. Maybe not tomorrow, but someday. What up, Pierce? That's it. Pierce, wake up. Hurump. Put this on the Bruce. Thanks, feels better already. Here, take this. Go, Kikol. He fell asleep again. Sound asleep. I have some toxins from the NMC attack that's dead in him. When he may do more harm than good. Well, I'm glad that we provided enough hydration for it. I actually didn't need to go here. I imagine that the sheriff... Well, no, the sheriff... Wasn't that, Mr. Douglas? Possibly. I don't know which guy is supposed to be the one that's, over there. Did it? And here we go. Okay, now that would bring us back to the place. Let me see if I can... I mean, I can use the SUV. But let me talk to Mr. Douglas and see what else we can do. Here you are. It's interesting that there's no enemies over here. And I'm also surprised that there were no other, like, you know, agents with the guy, you know, with Pierce. Which do you want? Good question. I have like 35. And I'm thinking of buying the bike, or maybe even the MP5. I already have like a thing, but this thing has a flashlight, so I don't know how better that would be. The shotgun, maybe, but not so much the rifle. Watch yourself. That should be it. Pim 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 pim. Me win the pim pim pim. I mean, don't I already have the... I have the SUV, but it seems like... Which do you want? Items. Okay, so apparently speaking, in order to get the best on you gotta get a truck key for the guy, you know, for Pierce. But I don't really know it. So there's bound to be a lot of stuff that I'm definitely gonna be missing. And that amazing. But I feel like that's definitely gonna be, you know, something for later. Because how long have I been streaming? I've been streaming for 3 hours and a half. I feel like I could definitely go a little bit longer until I get, you know, the thing, or back to the shelter at least, you know. So I already have gotten that thing. What are you doing up the elevator? I have already done that. I have already saved Pierce. But do I just gotta give him the thing? Eh? Also, hi little baby, the little kitty cat. Here he is again. I'm just trying to see how the little baby is holding up. No, little baby, you cannot come in on the desk, little baby. Let's have kisses for you because you're a little baby. I love him so much. And he's learning to love me. Look at the little baby. So apparently I did kill the burner in the required amount of time, so that's pretty good. So the Full Moon Gate Postal, return to Dryfield, save Pierce on the water tower. Bring ice bag from the log vending machine and give it to Pierce. 3 times. Don't fight any enemies while you are carrying ice, or it will turn into water bag. So make sure you check what it is before you give it to Pierce. Giving the water bag will kill him. So Apparently, this guy tells me that I gotta bring him the ice back 3 times. I'm gonna probably trust the guy, although, you know, giving him the ice back 3 times. Although I feel like I did something similar sometime. I have like a vague memory of doing that. Well, Pierre, no, it's nothing. If it's Pierce you're asking after, he went home early. Stomachache. You need some information about anything, eh? Backup. Nobody's back from cleanup at the hotel yet. NMCs were hiding among the hotel guests. So then back at if we had personnel about the shelter. Someone's looked into that. Turns out the original owner was a religious group. The shelter was going to be much larger, but the project was abandoned with the end of the Cold War. Then our info gets sketchy. Ownership changed a few times, but other than that, yeah, nothing. I just want to save it. There we go. So apparently I do gotta give him the eyes like 3 times. Huh? Okay, let me get that going on. You know, another guy was saying that I had to get the truck key so that I could give Pierce the truck key because I'm gonna take his SUV. But I don't know about the veracity of that, you know. So instead of that, let me try and see if I can get him at the whatchamacallit, more ice, you know. Ice and run, mis amigos. Hey, not that ice. Yeah, let me go back to the ice machine. But yeah, it seems like if I do fight enemies while I do carry my ice bag, it's gonna turn into a water bag. But also, the guide says that if I do give him the water bag, he's gonna die. But another person wrote that even if you try to kill him as much as you want, you won't die unless you don't go to the right field. So I don't really know how that would mean that he would die, you know. Maybe because he is blue, double D, double die. Yeah. It is one of those things. It is definitely one of those things that you don't really know until you try. Yeah, here we go. I'm definitely gonna trust that I'm not gonna find any enemies whatsoever when, you know, things happen. Also, my cat is watching me play the game. He's such a gamer. No, little baby. Put the ball down. There we go. I feel like he is kinda figuring out that whenever I do move my hand, the things on the screen move. An ice machine. Pierce could use this. So I'm gonna bring him enough ice so that he can, you know, withstand the rest of the summer. I guess it would be a good idea to just fast forward this. So let me do that in the meantime, so that we won't have to, you know, deal with anything. Love how fast she moves because it's kinda making my cat go like that. You know, he's just a silly little Billy. There we go. That should bring me back to... No, baby. No. He activated the thingy. And this should bring me over here. Like, again, there's no indication that you gotta do this 3 times, you know. One would think, oh, he has enough eyes, you know, just give him 1 back and he's gonna be alright. But, you know, apparently you gotta do it 3 times, man. Here we go. Pierce, wake up. A friend in need. I feel the same way. I brought you some more ice. Thanks. Here, take this. Ooh, an MP boost. Out like a light. Could you believe that maybe somebody was like a psychopath enough to be like, oh, he gives me things when I give him ice. Maybe if I brought him more ice, he's gonna bring me more stuff, you know? It's kind of like that psychopath test that somebody mentioned that they did when they were like a kid. Like the test of a widow. Where do we go from here? There's a test. I don't know if it is online. I don't know if it is like, you know, a test. But apparently there's a test that somebody did where if you give the correct answer, you are a psychopath. And the question goes like this. Widow is very much, you know, crying on her man's funeral, and in that funeral she finds a really handsome guy, so much so that she forgets that she's a widow, and they start talking and they start like vibing on each other, you know. And then the funeral ends and the girl doesn't, and you know, the woman doesn't see the man. Like they don't like exchange like any kind of like contact or whatever. And then it turns out that the woman wants to see him again. The next day, the woman kills her own sister. Now, the reasoning behind it, or on why she did it, is the question that you gotta answer in order to determine if you're a psychopath or not. But the right answer is she killed her own sister so that she could see the man again, you know? Because there's gonna be another funeral, and then that could mean that the guy would also be there again, you know? Pierce could use this. Let me get that badge back, you know? So that is the whole reason on why the woman killed her sister, just so that he could see the man again. Just like a true psychopath, you know? Which, you know, brings me to the idea that maybe somebody actually like unintentionally saved Pierce the right way by being like, yo, if I bring him ice, he gives me stuff. Maybe if I bring him more ice, maybe he's gonna give me more stuff. You know, kinda deal like that. I went the wrong way. My cat so much wants to jump on my desk and, you know, attack Aya. Or maybe he just wants to play with her. But he's looking at her attentively. Wherever Aya goes, my cat is looking at her. I believe he's in love. Accidentally in love. I went the wrong way. I hope that the water bag doesn't really turn into... I hope that the ice bag doesn't turn into water bag. I wasn't even paying attention to what I was doing or saying, just because I was saying I was talking about the psychopath test. The psychopath. I have never watched that anime, by the way. I don't know if psychopath is like good or bad. Apparently people say that it's good, so maybe it is? Maybe it isn't? Who knows? Do I still have the... I have the bag of water. All of the ice melted, not used for this anymore. Oops! No. No, kitty. Don't go up. I guess I gotta go back there again. But yeah, apparently if you do give him the bag of water, he's gonna die. I don't really know. Let me give some more ice for him. Who knew that there was actually a time limit to this? I mean, I guess it is a matter of time for ice to melt. Ice bag, here we go. Do you think it would be funny if maybe the timer, the inside timer of the game, you know, gets messed up by me just, you know, fast forwarding it. I feel like that could be a thing, but I don't know. I'm gonna count on the fact that maybe that's not true. Maybe it is because I don't want it to be true, or maybe it's because I cannot handle the truth. Who knows? Who knows? It is one of those things. Oh, my cat detected that somebody was on the, you know, on the front patio. So let me see what I can do. There we go. Let me give him the thing. I don't really know what the time limit is, so I'm just hoping that maybe, you know, the bag of ice is still a bag of ice when I come here. Yo, hiya. Something's gone down some. Thank you. Should rest at the motel, eh? Think I might just do that. Oh, I almost forgot to give you this. Charm. My inventory is full, eh? Hold on. Let me give you. Let me do this instead. Actually, did I not use it? Well, if that's the case, let me use some Coca-Cola. Well, actually, that doesn't really mean anything. Eh? I don't want to exchange it. I just want to use it. There we go. Yeah, let me pick up the charm. Just a nice night breeze. Think I'll rest here a bit. Don't you want? Or maybe I already gave it to him. Well, there you go. Eh? So he gave me the charm, so that means that, you know, everything is okay. Maybe everything is okie dokie. Eh? What about the charm? There's some Japanese on this. Let me just use it. Invoked energy shot. Invoked energy shot. Oh well, I technically, you know, I may have wasted that, but you know, doesn't really matter. Okay, I already like gave him the thing, so that means that I fully save him, maybe. A friend in need. Save Pearson Dryfield. Hell yeah. So I don't know if he's gonna need that key. Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. But according to the guide, I don't really need to do much else. I feel like. Let me just corroborate. Now I'm, you know, fixated in getting the best ending. Solve the full moon gate, return to the FSA Pierce. Yeah, giving the water back will kill him. Return to shelter. Kill Brain Stinger in corridor north of storeroom. I imagine that I eventually will do that, you know, normally. Like, I don't really gotta worry about it too much. So how do I return to the shelter? Do I do it so over here? Probably. There we go. You're now back at the shelter. Apparently there's a thing that we can do if we want to go back, but I don't really know how you know possible that is, because apparently you can read some stuff on a computer's terminal or whatever. Yeah, let me just go then. I was gonna say maybe I can find Kyle, but no, I don't think so. I could use something else, but you know, at this point it would be like, you know, not a good idea. Could you die already, eh? Thank you. There you go. It seems like, you know, maxing out my pyrokinesis was a good idea. I obtained some items, I don't even know what I obtained, but I obtained something. And that's what matters the most. Although I'll deal with the inventory later. No enemies in here whatsoever. Well, that's new. But yeah, sure. Let me see if I can somehow go back and, you know, at least have enough clearance so that I can read the memo that, you know, Pierce leaves on one of the PCs. The enemy, Kaboom. Kaboom. Kablam. Me wanna kaboom, I kablam. Ah, there you go. Not so funny anymore, huh? Just look like a door, but it is definitely not a door. But it's adorable, eh? Let me go back and save. I feel like that's a good way to end up everything and anything. So let me save it. I see. Inform me of any developments. There you go. I guess that's much as I can stomach, you know, for now. Eh? Just let me give a little bit of a reading on the thingy. Kill the brain stinger in corridor north of storm. I already did that. The Bowman card. Oh, okay. So I'm still yet to do everything, you know, like that. Should get a phone call from Pierce now. Interesting. So there's a ton of steps that you need to do, but we're like halfway, you know, done through them. So that's pretty good. Okay, this has been a nice stream, everybody. I now managed to play a little bit more of this, even though I could technically play a little bit more, but you know, I want to rest. I want to enjoy the rest of my day, just, you know, doing everything and anything. Eh? So let me go back to the big screen and do the usual outro. But yeah, it's been lovely, everybody. It's been really nice. So let me go to the B screen and do everything and anything. There we go. Thank you so much, everything. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here and being so cool yourselves. So yeah, thank you so much, everybody. I hope that you had a nice one. I hope that you guys enjoyed the stream, and I hope that you guys enjoy the, you know, everything and anything. But don't go yet. Let me see who we can raid so that we can, you know, share the love, as people would often say. Who do we like right now, I wonder? Me when I am the Eggman? It's what I am the Eggman. Who is live right now? Ooh, somebody's playing Saw. The game, Saw. Pretty good, eh? It's been a big old while since I last rated Sneeble. So let's rate Sneeble. She's doing a speedrun of Resident Evil 2 Remake. So if you guys love Resident Evil, you guys are gonna be in good hands. Let us rate Sneeble. Well, thanks so much, everybody, for being here. I hope that you guys enjoyed the stream and you guys had a lovely one. Have a nice day, everybody. Twitch.tv/Kong_Dungam. Those are my links. Raid messages for anybody who wants them. Skunga raid. Having a lovely Parasite summer. There we go. Use that one if you guys are subbed. If you guys are not subbed, use this one. Let's see. There we go. And I'll see you guys on Friday for more Resident Evil Code Veronica. Bye bye, everybody. Say hello to Sneeble. And the tip of the day is give some water with ice to your pets, because they definitely, you know, also need, you know, some refreshments. So there you go. Bye bye, everybody. Say hello to Sneeble, and don't forget to give water, you know, fresh water to your pets. Bye bye, everybody. Say hello to Sneeble. Bye bye.